And we have Vinchester and Kasva as the options. Let's actually make it 5 minutes. There we go. And let's jump into the game, shall we? There we are. Welcome everyone then. I think we're probably going to be switching player colors over here. I think we're probably going to be using blue for Vinchester, so it's a little bit easier to tell the players apart. And let's change the names over here. Remove the clan tags. No Facebook for Kasva. I know it's not Facebook, I'm just joking. And let's talk about the civilization. Starting with Vinchester Civ, we're going to get first off. We're going to have for Incas 1 free llama upon starting the game. You can see he's already taken it. We're going to have on top of that also 10 population support per house as opposed to 5. As well as villagers affected by blacksmith upgrades starting in the castle age onwards. And on top of that, they also get a 15% stone discount on buildings. For the team bonus, on the other hand, Vinchester is going to have twice as fast seeding farms. And moving over to Kasva, on the left-hand side, playing with Britons, he's going to get 25% faster working shepherds, as well as 50% wood discount on TC starting in the Castle Age, and 1 and 2 extra range on food archer units in the Castle and Imperial Ages respectively, except for skirmishers. As for the team bonus, he gets 20% faster working archer ranges, so that means it's going to be a little bit faster for him to try and mass a good amount of archers, right? Let's go and take a look at the map generation then, starting with Mr. Vinchester. He gets the main goal forward up north, with the secondary goal up north as well, and the other secondary goal is going to be on the left-hand side, more to the south. He's got berries kind of exposed on the left-hand side, and on top of that, we also have the main stone down south with the secondary stone on the right-hand side. It's kind of close to the corner of the map, so he could potentially get away with getting some walls from here to here, try to connect to the edge of the map, and then probably something like this. That will allow him to secure 1, 2 lines over here, which is pretty nice. Then he would probably have to go for the walls like this as well. That's going to be a little bit harder to pull off at the very beginning. I think we are probably going to see something like this instead. Maybe from here to here. And here to the TC. And then he's gonna have to go for like walls around the individual resources, both for berries and for gold. Seems like he's going to go for the house forward though, so he might be thinking of just connecting the walls like this then. Interesting. He's gonna build a small arena for himself, and then he's going to have the possibility of eventually connecting the walls like this and securing these. Taking a look at the map generation from Kasva on the other hand, we have on the left-hand side the main gold on the back for Kasva. He's got the secondary goals on the right hand side, both of these. And then we have the main stone down south. Secondary stone on the left hand side up north. Should be able to connect the dots over here as well and secure himself fairly easily. You know, it's going to be significantly cheaper for him to connect the walls from here to here, right? To connect both wood lines, and then he will be able to also secure a few wood lines over here. He will be able to protect the gold. He will be able to protect the stone as well, the berries as well. Seems to be a little bit of a pause. No. Just catching up. That is only if he realizes about the wood line. If he does not get the scouting down over here, then he's probably just going to end up going for something like this, which is, of course, not going to be quite as good. Right? It's going to be a little bit pricier. But yeah, we'll see. There's all, of course, the same as for Vinchester, there's always going to be the chance for Kasva to connect both woodlands later on in the game for sure. We're on 19, or actually that's going to be 21 population also for Vinchester. Kasva is on 18 population. Let's see. It seems like Vinchester hasn't gone for loon just yet, right? Yes, that's why. He's got 1 extra villager. Yeah. But he's coming in with 2 militias. This strat we have seen being used a fair few times. It's usually not been worth it. Like, you need very, very good unit control to make this one worth it. If he cannot do any damage over here early on with his militias, then it's just going to be wasted resources. Kasva should be on his way to the field edge very soon. He's going to be going for archers. It's going to be Minotaur's archers for sure. He's got Brayton, so we should be expecting that. Vinchester, on the other hand, is going to be on his way to the field age, but significantly later, he's going up on 21 villagers. And though his economy should be a little bit stronger, probably, while he goes out to the fuel H. I think Kasva's gonna be fine over here. With the quick walls coming up around the wood over here, then I don't think the militias can do much of anything. And yeah, so far it's not been the best for Vinchester, and it seems like these are just going to be wasted resources, unfortunately. Yeah, and Vinchester is under no pressure whatsoever, of course. The housing tactic. Houses are significantly weaker right now. -2 melee armor, so it's actually going to go down. No way, come on. Is Kasva actually gonna have to repair the house? No way. It's going for the quick walls, but it's not connecting. And now he's trying to block the villager, but he cannot do it. He can go and take the house down still. Wow. Good job. He's going for another house over here. This is actually pretty good. He's going to force extra houses out for Kasva. Extra resources. Now he's gonna have to repair the house. This is something you probably wouldn't have expected to see at all. And yeah, it's amazing that the players are forced into repairing houses now. But yeah, it's what it is. Archer range coming up for Kasva. First things in the fuel H. He did not even go for Minotaurs. It's just going to be straight archers. And he should be able to hold on against these militias just fine. Good pressure over here from Vinchester. Kasva's economy is a little bit inefficient. Yeah, you can see 78% compared to 86%. But yeah. And thank you so much for all the follows, by the way. Welcome, you guys. There we go. We have the Minotaur's upgrade for Vinchester. The moment we get fletching from Kasva, he should be able to just push all the Minotaurs away. And then Vinchester won't be able to keep on putting pressure up anymore. We'll see in a moment after he manages to stabilize if he's managed to collect more or less resources compared to Vinchester, given Vinchester went up significantly later on a stronger economy and a more efficient one as well. You can see Vinchester right now on north of 80% efficiency on his economy in the last minute compared to less than 70% for Kasva. Let's actually go and take a look at that real quick. Yeah, about 200 extra resources for Vinchester or close to it. He's managed to collect so far. We should see some archers coming out very soon as well. He does have already one out, and he's got more on the way. Meanwhile, Kasva is going to be going for his own archers, but he's got still only one archer range to produce from. 30% faster working archer ranges, though, means that he should be able to significantly outproduce Vinchester for sure still. Good job from Kasva. If he can protect these villagers, yeah, he's going to be getting away with a lot of extra food. I'm really sure if Vinchester... No, Vinchester did not get the hunting. There we go. Archers are going to suffice. We have fletching already, so that's enough. So Vinchester is gonna try and lay instead. Okay. Zebra's going down. That's a little bit of damage, but it's fine. It's still going to be better for Kasva, of course. These are resources he's collecting compared to Vinchester. Vinchester's not taking the huntables at all. Fletching on the way for Vinch. I'm really sure what the plan is over here for the blue player. It seems to me like he's just trying to mass a good amount of units before going forward. But it's going to take some time. He's only on... Yeah, he's only on 4 units. Actually, 5 range units. He's sending 2 of these archers forward. It's not going to suffice. Kasva already has 4 archers over here, plus a scout. So, yeah. Good job. Yeah. And Vinchester's gonna be fine over here. He's going for the walls. I love the walls Vinchester's going for. Oh my god. I'm not really sure though if he's gonna try to go to the edge of the map regardless of not having scouted the wood line over here, or if he's gonna try to connect over here. I certainly prefer for him to try and connect to the edge of the map. We'll see though. I think he's gonna try to go for that. We're gonna find out in just one moment. Archers from Vinchester. He was able to get 2 archers down from Kasva over here. That's still pretty good though. Loses 2, takes 2 despite being significantly outnumbered. That's pretty strong from Vinchester. Yeah, and he's going for the walls to the edge of the map. This is so strong for Vinchester. He doesn't even know about the woodland yet. He's going to go and wall to the edge of the map, protect the majority of the resources. This is going to give for him safe woodline over here. Actually, as a matter of fact, 2 safe woodlines. He's going to have also a safe stone over here. It's amazing. Another safe stone over here. He's also being able to wall around the goal over here. So he's going to connect the front of his base very soon. And it's going to be so good for Vinch. Good job. The players are going to be thinking of going out to the castle H right now. And Castle's going forward to try and put some pressure before clicking out. But both players are going to be thinking on the next stage already. As Kasva's also going to connect the walls to the edge of the map up north and down south over here. He's going to be protecting also 2 wool lines, the same as Vinchester. And 1 stone and 1 gold, so the same as Vinch. It's going to be very, very even for both players in terms of resources. Okay, so this is in the market right now. He should be able to go up very soon. Vinchester, on the other hand, doesn't really have the resource to go up just yet, but he's got a good amount of skirmishers over here to push the archers away from Kasva. But yeah, it's unlikely he'll be able to do any damage. With Kasva already getting the walls up, he should be in a pretty good spot still. Yeah, there we go. Castle H on the way for Kasva. Completely walled up right now as well. Good job. So what is the plan? What is the plan for Vinchester when he gets to the Castle H? He's still some ways off from it. I imagine it's gotta be Eagle Warriors, right? Kasva could potentially go for a Lone Source if that was the case. For the time being, Kasva's gonna be thinking of archers only himself. He's got still a single archer range, but you know, faster working means he's gonna be able to get a good amount of units out anyway. He hasn't really taken too many losses before clicking up, so he'll have a good amount of archers to upgrade the crossbowman. Meanwhile, Vinchester, on the other hand, is gonna click out to the Castle H very soon, but he's already behind by more than 1 minute. Let's see about this engagement though. I do not like this from Kasva. Yes, he might be able to clean up all the units from Vinchester, but it's also sacrificing on the numbers a little bit. And he was on 11 archers over there, now he's gonna be going down to 7. So he's got 8 archers total to upgrade to crossbows. He's gonna be getting a few extra out, but that's not going to be a dangerous amount anymore. If he hadn't taken the engagement over there and he had just gone forward with the units, by the time he hits Vinchester's base, he might have been on like 15 at the very least crossbows, maybe even more than that. He's going for a stable, just in case. We get skirmishers. I mean, he knows that we have skirmishers already. He knows that Vinchester's got skirmishers already. So it still makes sense. We have a second archer range for Vinchester, though. He's gonna try to play for archers. He's gonna try to outproduce Kasva. That'd be really interesting. Still, the red player hasn't gone for the second archer range, so he's not gonna be able to go all out. Archers. Instead, we see the crossbow upgrade, blocking arrow coming in as he queues a few knights up as well. So it's going to be knights and crossbows. On paper, should be super strong, but if Vinchester can get a good amount of archers out, you know, with double archer ranges, he should be able to counter both those units, especially as Kasva doesn't get bloodlines for his knights. And there's also the fact that Vinchester's got a good amount of skirmishers over here to work with as well. Oh, it's open! He's coming in there! It's always a hole on the hill! And now Kasva with crossbows is going to take the first villager over there from Vinchester, and that's probably going to be a lot more villages going down. Make that 2, 3 villages going down. Make that 4, 5 villagers. Wow, what a great push from Kasva. That's going to increase the eco KD up to 10 to 1 for him after being down actually 1 or 0 to 1. Amazing position. Vinchester still waiting to get to the castle. You know what? With the knights coming in over here, it's going to be so hard for Vinchester to react with anything. Crosses are not going to suffice because he doesn't have the numbers. He doesn't have the units right now. Skirmishers are not going to work against knights at all. Kasva should be sending more, and he's sending more by the minute. Yeah, you know, he might be able to get the tower down over here. Wow, that's another set of villages going down from Vinchester. Overall, 12 to 1. Eco KD in favor of Kasva. And looking so strong against Vinch over here. Amazing stuff. He's even going for the second TC, so he's going to be getting ahead even further in villager count. There you go. We have skirmishers over here. Needs to make use of the knights. He's got 2 knights. He's not targeting the skirmishers. He's losing the crosses over here. This is kind of sloppy from Kasva. Really good defense for Vinchester. He's actually making this work. Unbelievable. Okay. Yeah, almost no crosses left over here for Kasva anymore. Really good job. Yeah, well played. So he's gonna be able to keep the tower up. He's been able to protect himself. Damn. Knights are still going to be a huge threat, of course, but doesn't seem that Kasva is paying too much attention to the units for whatever reason. Take a look at how long it took for him to stop targeting the tower and actually start targeting the villagers. I think the damage might have been a little bit too much already, though, as is. Kasva is going for wheelbarrow, and he is still 12 villagers ahead compared to Vinchester, despite having more idle TC time as well. Yeah, Vinchester's economy in the last minute has been atrocious. 25% efficiency in the last minute for Vinchester compared to north of 70 for Kasva. Nice quick walls. Good job. Yeah, and we see more units coming in. This is still very much open, man. Isn't it? Yeah, it's still very much open. I'm very curious as to why Vinchester's not walling that up. Now he's sending a villager. There we go. A palisade is coming up. Well, he's able to stabilize, but Kasva should be able to keep on increasing his villager lead once again. He should have been on more villages, but because he went for wheelbarrow, that kind of had an impact a little bit. But still, 11 extra villages with wheelbarrow, 12 extra villages with wheelbarrow, still going to be very good for Kasva. Now that he's finished researching it, he's going to keep on getting higher and higher as well. Good pressure. Vinchester's not taking advantage of the safe wood lines he's been able to protect, or to secure rather. Let's see if he even knows about these. Yeah, he knows about this one anyway. He's just not gone for it. Let's see a 4 siege workshop for Kasva. I love this. He's gone for the second TC and he's going for economy, but he's not giving up on the military production. He's not giving up on the pressure. After all the villages he took from Vinchester, he knows he should be able to afford military and villager production over here, while Vinchester on the other hand is going to be struggling to keep up with the aggression coming in from Kasva. So well played. It's going back. Third TC on the way actually for Kasva, okay. Yeah, and Vinch is just gonna be sticking to one. I mean, he kinda has to. Needs to go for full military production over here. If he goes for extra TC, he's just gonna be playing catch up. Yeah. It was a significantly faster castle age time for Kasva, so for all Vinchester knows, Kasva is already on 3 TCs. Right, Kasva's only going for the third TC right now, but Vinchester cannot just assume that the Kasva is on a single TC and try to go for eco himself. He's gotta go for full military. Problem is though, he's gonna be so badly affected that he cannot really go for that much military anyway. Alright. Defensive siege workshop on the way for Vinchester. Should be able to hold on over here just fine, I think. Probably. Good job. There you go. Should be able to get the barracks down. And that's going to leave Vinchester on 2 archer ranges only. Vinchester's got to be careful over here, though. That's a very good attack round. Very good reaction from Vinchester still. And yeah, that is a good attack round, but very good reaction from Vinch again. The Scorpions are going to be significantly harder to deal with, especially as you get a larger amount of those, you know. You're going to have basically guaranteed damage from Scorps compared to Mangonels. Yeah. And nothing else for Vinchester, just the 2 archer ranges. This is pretty good. If Kasva can take the archer ranges down, then Vinchester cannot produce military anymore. Right now, villager count still kept on going higher and higher for Kasva. He's managed to get about 25 extra villagers, 26 extra villagers rather. It's gonna have very soon enough resources to even go up to the Imperial Age, and you know, with Kasva with Britons, that means extremely long-range crossbows or arbalesters, of course. Heck, I wouldn't be surprised if he went even for Cavalier. I mean, it's going to be Briton Cavalier for sure, but what is Vinchester going to do against that in the Castle Age? Basically like Burgundian Cavalier, so strong still. With the exception that Kasva would have access to a Blast Furnace, of course. And play Bard in armor. There we go. Yeah, Kasva's trying to go for it. He's missing one building though. He had already the siege workshop. I would like for him to get the university up so he can go for ballistics. And potentially, of course, chemistry once he gets to the Imperial Age. Yeah, and Vinchester's pushing back over here, but I think Castle's gonna be alright. Scale Bard and Armor coming in for Kasva as well. Yeah, and Scale Bard and Armor is coming in for Kasva right now. Okay, it seems like he's gonna be going for a, you know, more of a cavalry-oriented army in the Imperial Age. Doesn't seem like he's interested in going for a university. I mean, he's got double stables, right? But then he also has he's got 3 archer ranges to work with. We'll see, we'll see. He can go for either one. He just needs to go up to the Imperial Age first. Yeah, he's got the buildings already coming up. Missing the buildings, man, but he's about to finish building the university, rather. Yeah, good job. Should be on his way up. There we go. While Vinchester, on the other hand, nowhere even close from having enough resources to click up to the Imperial Age. So Kasva, once he gets up, we're gonna get... Well, he should be going for ballistics right away, first off. He's going for the Imperial Age. There we go. He should be going for ballistics right away. Once we get to the Imperial Age, he's gonna be going for arbalists for sure. He's still committed to archers. But now he's going to make a... Yeah, he's going to make a few extra knights, so that's going to be probably good enough for him to go for Cavalier as well. What extra gold is he going to take though if Vinch can camp his extra golds? Well, I think it's going to be enough for him to get to the Imperial Age to push Vinchester out anyway. He's going for a castle over here. It's not going to secure these golds, though. Yeah, and he's already ran out of the main one, right? Yeah, but if he can get to the Imperial Age and he can go for Arbalister or Cavalier or whatever, he can use the market for that. He should be able to push Vinchester out anyway. Then he can regain control of the golds. Especially these ones. Yeah, he's going for an extra TC over here. Now he's going to take this. Good job. We'd love for that castle to be up on the hill above the ranges. Yeah, that's actually a very good point. If he took the straggler tree down, he would have been able to go for the castle over there instead. Nice. Fun fact, in Andean cultures like the Inca, in order to ask someone to do something, you must give them something first, or do something for them first. Interesting. Well, that seems like what you should be doing everywhere, anyway. Okay. Wow, what a great mango shot over there from Vinchester. Talk about value. How many crossbows went down over there? Well, that's going to significantly nerf, you know, the Arbalister army from Kasva. It's gone down to 3 archers only. Wow, that was amazing shot from Vinch. Good job. Was he towers coming up over here? Yeah, he wants to secure the extra golds. There we go. He's done a really good job at it. Doesn't really have too many units though. He gets to the Imperial Age and he's got 6 crossbows. Meanwhile, Vinchester will be able to go up to the Imperial Age himself very soon. He's got a significantly larger amount of units. The big problem for Vinchester is that he can't really get the push going. So he can just defend himself and he's going to be able to delay Kasva's push. He's going to be able to prevent Kasva from doing too much damage early in the Imperial Age. But Vinchester, by going up to the Imperial Age, is going to need a castle so that he can go for trebuchets. He's only going for the castle now, back home as well, so super far away. Meanwhile, Kasva over here, well, if he can just sustain production of units, he's already going to have Bracer. He's already going to have chemistry very soon. And these units are going to be so much stronger compared to anything Vinchester's got. Vinchester, by the way, is not going for a second building. Okay, he's going for the university right now with 5 villagers. He had to rush it up. Here come the crossbows. Remember Britain, 2 extra range in the Imperial Age already. He's going for Arbalister right now, which is going to be even better. He's got already Bracer, and he's 30 seconds away from getting chemistry. So this tower might be coming out for Vinchester for sure, but yeah, he's still going to lose a villager or 2. He's got ballistics as well already, which is pretty good. Yeah, it's not been the best unit control for Kasva though, to be fair. But he should still be the one putting pressure up right now, at the very least until Vinchester gets up to the Imperial Age. Do Inca Eagles eat Britain Arbalisters though? They do, but, you know, we have fully upgraded champions also for Kasva. Now the thing is, Unlike Aztecs, for instance, Incas are actually a little bit more versatile in that regard. Because they do not need to go for castles, you know, or they do not need to get Garland Wars to fight against Briton infantry. They can just go for slingers. They get access to them. It's so much more straightforward unit to produce because you can just train them from the ranges. So it's a lot more versatile, and he should definitely have a lot of options against Britons. The only problem over here for Vinchester is just his economy. Kasva's got so much a much larger economy. So far, he's been able to collect probably a few thousand extra resources. Let's check. Yeah, and by a few, I mean 11,000 extra resources Kasva's been able to collect. So yeah, it's all going to be so much pricier for Vinchester, proportionally speaking. Like, his economy is not going to be able to afford quite as much. If Kasva uses Champ, then Vinchester needs a few... Yeah, that's what I was saying. They did better than other civs, Arbalesters, no thumb ring, sucks against Eagles, yeah. Just notice the eco difference. It's pretty good. I'm pretty sure about the Scout Edition. Yeah, it's gonna be a cheap edition against Skirmishers, but yeah, it's not the best. Well, there are no Eagles coming out from Vinchester though anyway. He's got only 4, so it doesn't seem like he's gonna be sticking to it. It's just got Skirmishers for the most part, and his economy is really constrained right now. He cannot really go for much of anything. If he goes for the upgrades, he cannot afford the units. If he goes for the units, he cannot afford the upgrades. Meanwhile, Kasva is already knocking on his door. Very, very loud, by the way. Knock. I'm looking for the king. Are you there? Come on out. If you don't, I'm going to knock your house down. This is like the scarier version of the wolf knocking on the little pig's house. Castle's most likely going to go down over here. We have the third Trebuchet coming in. I mean, we have all the skirmishers for Vinch, so yeah, Trebuchets are going to be fine. So the castle should crumble. Vinchester is not going for Trebuchets at all. And Vinchester is on 2 TCs. He's gone for the second TC up north over here. One Trebuchet going down? Not yet. This castle should crumble. There we go, it does. And the Trebuchets stay up. Yeah, we see the 4th Trebuchet coming in as well. There's a 3rd castle on the way, 2nd castle on the way for Kasva, 3rd castle on the way forward. That's going to be GG. There's not really a whole lot of Vinchester was going to be able to do over there ever since we got that fantastic sneak in from Kasva. As he was about to hit the Imperial Lich, as he was about to hit the Castle Lich. I think it was right after he hit the Castle Lich, right? Because he had crossbows and knights. Yeah. After he managed to sneak into Vinchester's base, that was a disaster for Vinchester. He was never able to recover. Let's go and take a look at the achievements real quick. You're going to see in the timeline over here. Let's actually divide this. And you can see the villager count. Yeah, right there. Kasva hits the Castle Lich, comes in, completely claps Vinchester, and then just keeps on extending on his lead ever since by going for extra TCs, you know, keeping the pressure up as well, preventing Vinchester from getting away with booming himself, forcing military production from Vinch and a much smaller economy, and overall Kasva ends up taking this one in a very nice, systematic way against Vinchester, so to say. Good job. Overall economy significantly stronger for Kasva, collecting over 15,000 extra resources. With faster fuel, castle, and Imperial Age times for Kasva as well. So, let's go. Should have been more than 200 bones. Oh well. Let's close the prediction, and we are going to open it for game number 2 in a moment, but let's cross the civilizations out first. So, this one went in favor of Kasva. 1-0 in favor of the red player, and for civilizations we saw Incas over here, and Britons. Yeah, first pick for both players. First draft, first pick. For game number 2, then we have still Berbers, Sicilians, Tatars, Mongols, and Khmer available for Vinchester. And Kasva, on the other hand, still has Lithuanian Celts, Japanese, Cumans, and Byzantines. Once again, really curious as to what Kasva is going to do with Cumans and when he's going to use it. We'll see. Guys, I'm going to the bathroom real quick, and I'm going to be right back. Then we're going to be able to jump into game number 2, alright? So in just one moment. Alright, alright, I'm back. Let's see. Gonna try and search for game number 2. We're going to open predictions up again in a moment. Very curious what civilizations we're gonna get. At this point, we are still, you know, still relying on guesswork a little bit. Players are gonna be playing mind games against each other with the remaining civilizations. I'll search for Mr. Vinchester. Okay, game's here. How much spec delay do we have left? We have no spec delay, so we can jump into it right away. There we go. Once again, we're going to be switching the colors, so the Vinchester is playing in blue. A little bit easier to tell the players apart. And yeah, welcome guys, everyone, to game number 2. First off, I'm going to open predictions before starting to talk about the civilizations, but you can see them already. Who wins? G2, Kasva, Vinchester. We're going to give you guys 2 minutes for this one. And let's see. For Vinchester playing up north, and wow. First thing, take a look at how close they are from each other. They are 1 screen and half away. Damn. So yeah, taking a look at the civilization, starting with Vinchester, playing with Tatars over here means he's gonna be getting 25% additional damage, bonus damage against enemy units when fighting from a higher elevation. On top of that, we get free thumb ring, free Parthen tactics, as well as 50% extra food from herd walls, and 2 additional sheep underneath each new ability see starting in the Castle Age. As for the team bonus on the other hand, we get for Tatars 2 extra line of sight on cavalry archer units. If we take a look at Kasva's civilization on the other hand, he's playing Byzantines. That's going to signify 10, 20, 30, and 40% extra HP on buildings in the Dark Feudal Castle and Imperial Ages, as well as a 25% discount on Skirm, Spear, and Camel Rider units. Besides that, we also get for Byzantines a 33% discount to go up to the Imperial Age. We have also free Town Watch and free Town Patrol, with the team bonus being Monks healing units 100% faster. Let's go and analyze each player's map generation. Starting with Vinchester over here, we are going to see the main goal on the back for him. And the main stones on the back. As for the secondary goals, we have one on the right hand side super far away. One on the left hand side very, very far away as well. And then we have another secondary, we have the secondary stone over here, right? On the left hand side, kind of far away as well. Should be pretty easy for him to wall himself up. Just connect the dots over here, go to the edge of the map. Go around the berries over here probably, and then he should be able to secure the gold. He should be able to secure the stone. He should be able to secure berries as well. No woods though. We take a look at Kasva's map generation on the other hand. What do we get over here? I'm missing one resource. Okay, it's right there. Okay. So for Kasva on the other hand, he's got the main goal forward. Oops. Oops. He's got the secondary goals on the left hand side. Both of these down south. As well as the main stone on the left hand side. And the secondary stone is going to be up north, right? He also has 4 woolens available to wall himself with. But notice how he's going for walls from here to the TC already. So it's quite clear it's just going to be connecting to the edge of the map. And he's going to be walling himself towards the TC over here as well. That means the goals are going to be exposed. No single goal is going to be safe for him. No single woolen is going to be safe for him. He's only going to be able to protect the berries. Not the biggest fan of Castle's wall out over here. We'll see. There we go. Let me update this, by the way. This is not day 3. There we go. Good job. Vinchester is gonna go up on 20 population. And we're most likely not going to see archers for him. I don't think he's gonna be going for scouts. Yeah, he's making a switch over to gold. Meanwhile, Kasva on the other hand, he's not going to go up just yet. He's going to go up on 22 population. That's going to be for archers for sure. So the question over here though is, will Vinchester go for men at arms? Yes. He's going for militias already. So it's going to be men at arms and archers for the bull player compared to straight archers for Kasva. I'm liking straight archers a lot better, honestly. We'll see. I said that in the previous game as well. There you go. Yeah, he needs to go for the walls around the gold over here. That's very unfortunate. Meanwhile, Vinchester on the other hand is not going for the walls just yet. Yeah, it's gonna be the one putting pressure up, so it's understandable. He's got the scout already out as well, just making sure the Kasva's not going for militias himself, otherwise he probably would have gone for the walls himself too. Here come the militias! Will he go for the Man at Arms upgrade though? I think he kinda has to go for it. If he's going to complement his archer army with, yeah, with infantry. That's also going to make these so much stronger against basically anything, of course. The militias over here are not going to be the strongest unit on their own. Man at Arms upgrade, that's going to increase the stats over here quite a bit. So 10 seconds away. And he's going for it. Man at Arms, double bit axe, a little bit of everything. Should be getting the archer range already up, and he's going for it. Good job. And there we go. When he gets the archer forward, then he's gonna be able to break through the gate, no problem. However, though, Kasva's going for a barracks himself, and he's not going to go for, you know, a significant later to an archer range. He's going for the tower. Yeah, he's going for the preemptive tower. This is not good, man. This is not good. If Vinchester realizes about this, he can send one villager forward, and he gets the tower up here. And then he denies the gold without taking any damage from the tower over here from Kasva. All he's got to do, of course, is make sure that Kasva doesn't go and try to take the tower down right away with villagers. There we go, Fletchen's coming in for Vinchester. He's got the archer already coming forward. Finally, the archer range is coming out for Kasva. It's taking so long, though, for him to get to archers. Is he going to go for skirmishers? Yeah, of course. Come on. He has to go for it. Yeah, that's the risk with going for preempted towers like this. You can get just completely clapped. Kasva knows about the stone over here as well, so I imagine he's going to try to take from it. We'll see. Second archer range coming in for Kasva. Meanwhile, Vinchester already has a good amount of archers for us. Got 2 over here. It's going to keep on adding more into the mix. And we're going to need skirmishers for Kasva, which is going to be a little bit more taxing on his food economy, of course. Meanwhile, Vinchester is still on 1 archer range only, though. So he won't really be able to reinforce his army quite as fast, rather, compared to Kasva. Yeah, and he might end up getting pushed away from here very soon. That was a very clutch quick wall from Kasva, by the way. He almost gets breached in over here. Good job. The village is going down. Vinchester, yeah, has only 2 archers over here. So even with Fletchen, it's going to take some time for him to get villagers down. And yeah, Kasva should be able to defend himself just fine. He's got the skirmishers, so he can push the archers away. If Vinchester doesn't pay attention, he's going to lose it. So he's going back. And it seems that Kasva's been able to successfully stabilize himself. This is pretty good. Oh, but that's a great snipe though from Vinchester. Gets an archer over there already. Good unit control. Let's see if he can take the scout over there. He's gonna try to, for sure. Very low HP scout, so he gets it. Good job. Good job. House coming up over here, so Kasva should be fine. And Vinchester's gonna need to bail. So, yeah. Even with Fletching, unfortunately, this tower is not going to have enough range for him to push the villagers away from gold. That's why I suggested him to go for the tower one tile further south or southeast, but it's still fine. Good job. Yeah. Keeps on pushing the skirmishers away. He was taking the secondary stone from Kasva up north. Yeah, now he'll get another tower up over here. Honestly, what does this tower do though? It makes it a little harder, I guess, for Kasva to get to the stone. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, but he doesn't have enough resources to go for another tower afterwards, so what is he going to do? Try and force a tower from Kasva that he won't be able to afford, and will probably have to go for a market, you know, to afford. No, he's just going for stone. Interesting position over here. So far, Vinchester has been in the driver's seat. You can see he's got a lot more gold, for instance. Kasva's economy has not been the most efficient. It's been under 70% efficiency compared to Vinchester's above 70% efficiency. Yeah, I'm still really puzzled as to why he went for the tower like this, but we'll see. He's got some archers over here. He's not really been going for too many military units, so it seems to me he's going to try to save the resources to go up. Most likely. A little bit sloppy over here for Vinchester. I'm not really sure what he was thinking about, but yeah, he ends up getting cleaned up. And now the tower will get battered down by villagers. Well played. Well played from Kasva. Yeah, I'm just checking the tower, the tower range indicator for Vinchester, and he actually got kind of misled because the tower indicator said that he was going to be able to range the villagers, but he couldn't. Good pressure though on the right hand side. Might be able to push the villagers from Kasva away indefinitely until Kasva reacts to this. Yeah, and this tower going down could mean villagers going down for Vinchester. We'll see. Kasva's trying to take this down, and we have some villagers coming out. Now, for the most part, the red players got skirmishers over here, so that's not going to be the most efficient, but he does have some archers. Even if he's unable to get the villagers down right away, even if he's got to chase these units away, I think he should be able to chase the villagers and take them down eventually as well. Good job. He's getting to the base of the tower as well, so he might be able to get the villagers down. That's pretty good. Vinchester might end up losing all 4 villagers over here. He does have a little bit less idle TC time compared to Kasva, but it's not going to compensate for potentially losing 4 villagers. Red player's being able to defend himself just fine. Vinchester keeps on roaming around though. He's got more villagers coming in. Taking stone, okay. It seems like Vinchester is gonna be thinking of sticking to full fuel H play over here. Meanwhile, Kasva on the other hand, he's saving some resources. He might be able to go up to the castle H very soon, but we'll see. Good defense though. Vinchester ended up losing a single villager from the tower. Are you kidding me? How did Kasva not take all 4 villagers? Well, he's ahead by nothing. It's the same villager count for both players. Kasva's getting a lot of idle villager time, idle TC time rather, guys. Vinchester is getting another tower up over here. He's going to commit to full fuel H. He's got both ranges working on archer production full time. He's got the extra scouts over here as well. The tower's coming in. A bunch of 4 villages, 6 4 villages already. And yeah, Kasva on the other hand is just going to try to play for the castle H. If he can hold on against this push from Vinchester and click up, then that can be devastating for Vinchester after Kasva goes up. We're going to see access to, you know, knights, of course. Even if it's Byzantines, it's still going to be enough for him to do some good damage. Could potentially see the siege workshop coming up. You know, defensive siege workshop coming up. We'll see. But yeah, pretty interesting stuff. There we go. Castle H on the way for Kasva. Vinchester is getting close himself. He's gonna be on his way fairly soon. Good job. We have fletching over here for both players. Vinchester's tower should be a little bit stronger though, I think, because the archers... no. I don't know. Byzantine extra HP is still going to be more than enough to offset for that. Good pressure though from Vinch down south. Yeah, might be able to push the villagers away. No, it's just going back. Yeah, it's gonna try and defend the towers. I don't think he'll be able to, because he should be able to take these towers down. He's got a good amount of skirmishers, so he can take the archers down from Vinchester when they pop out of the towers before they are able to get a villager down. Good job. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, and a stable's coming up for Vinchester. Well, he'll be in the castle age significantly later. Kasva's getting there now. Vinchester's still 1 minute and 10 seconds away from it, or at the very least was 1 minute and 10 seconds away from it when Kasva hit the castle age. Yeah, now he's getting pushed away. Kasva's going for Boso. What is the plan over here? He's got stone stable, I think. He doesn't have... Yeah, he doesn't have a stable. So he's just going to go for the crossman upgrade. He's going for Boso. He doesn't really have too many archers out, so the crossman upgrade is not really going to upgrade too many units. He's got for the most part skirmishers instead. Yeah, so that won't really allow him to do too much damage against Vinchester. And once Vinch gets to the castle age, he already has 2 stables to work with, so he should be able to clean the skirmishers up no problem. And unless Kasva manages to get a scary amount of crosses up, I think knights are going to dominate over here for Vinch. We'll see. Yeah, because of no stables from Kasva, he cannot even think of going for camels either. He doesn't have a monastery either. Gonna go for monks. Damn. Would you like giving me a switch? Yeah, sure thing, Goss. I absolutely would. Let's skirmisher. Wheelbarrow on the way for Kasva as well. And Vinchester's going for the second TC. No second TC coming in for Kasva at all. So yeah, Vinchester seems like he's gonna be getting ahead in economy, interestingly enough, despite Kasva's significantly faster castle age time. There we go. Yeah. Good amount of crosses over here from Vinchester. Yeah, with the hill over here, these crosses become so much deadlier. Can you believe a full army of crossbows against a full army of skirmishers? Actually, he ends up taking 6 skirmishers down over here, while he ends up losing 2 or 3, I think. That's just a hill advantage, man. Tats are super strong. If we had ballistics over here, Vinchester would have been able to clean these units up already, I think. Let me see if he's got even a university on the way. He doesn't have a university on the way just yet. Town center. Coming out right now for Vinch. Alright. That's the third one. He's already managed to get a 3 villager lead. Despite getting wheelbarrow right now. Same as Kasva. Yeah. And Vinchester's looking strong. Well, Kasva took game number 1. And it was not particularly close. Game number 2 is looking significantly better for Vinch. With the extra TCs, he doesn't need to go for triple TC production necessarily. Like villager production, he can just go for the TCs for defense and the food alone. But he is going for triple villager production. We see cavalry archers coming out right now as well. So yeah, pretty good. Kasva on the other hand, well, he's got still a good amount of skirmishers over here. He's got some crossbows. I don't think that's going to be good enough. He's going only now for Thumbring, while Vinchester already got that one for free. He's got Bodkin Arrow and Powder Arch Armor. I think Vinchester should be able to take an engagement against these units without waiting much longer. Can just bring the cavalry archers forward and clean these up, I think. Yeah, he's gonna try to. He's got the knight over here. There you go. A little bit sloppy though, military or army control over here for Vinchester a little bit, but now he's been able to pick up. Okay, going down. Kasva's got ballistics right now, so both players are going to be on the upgrade as soon as Vinchester researches it. He's got the university coming up at all, or not? Nope. Second TC on the way for Kasva, but it's already a little bit too late, isn't it? We have 13 extra villages for Vinchester. Very soon the blue player will be able to go up to the Imperial Age as well. He's going for the university right now, and we're probably going to see a siege workshop coming up later. Yeah, it's pretty good. Overall, amazing position for Vinch. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if we have another full series now for series number 2. This weekend has been absolutely nuts in terms of the series. Like, we have had, at the very least, like 2 full series every day, I think. It's been very, very long, and... well, we could go with a bang today. We might have 3 full series, 4 full series, we'll see. One thing's for sure, Vinchester over here seems like he's gonna be taking this game and getting us closer to a full series. Good job. Pushes the villagers away from... there's almost non-existent wood anyway. That's why Kasva was expanding over to the left-hand side. This was a little bit too exposed. You can see just a few cavalry archers over here will be enough to push the villagers away, so he had to go for another wood line. Minute and 40 seconds for Imperial Age for Vinchester. Kasva, on the other hand, doesn't have the resources to go up just yet. Beautiful forecastle too. There we go. Let's take a look at this. Yeah. 30 seconds for Imperial Age. Then Vinchester's gonna be going for a Trebuchet right away. It's been going for Keshik so far. It's got only 2 though. So what is the plan over here? Military count is not looking very good for Vinch whatsoever. There we are. Trebuchet on the way. Right away. Alright. A lot of crossbows coming in from Kasva. Vinchester should be able to protect himself just fine. If he's paying attention anyway, he should be able to garrison the villages before taking any losses. Wow. Yeah? Ha! Kasva calls GG. There's nothing happening over here. He just failed to do damage forward. It's very similar to what we had in the previous series, right? Where one of the players was going for cavalry archers and they just called it GG because they couldn't find any damage. So very uneventful. End of the game over here for sure. But Vinchester is going to take it regardless. It's going to be 1-1. Let's close the predictions up over here. And we have 7% of people betting on Kasva. Or rather, we have twice as many people betting on Kasva, but Vinchester's got way more points. So, yeah. Let's take a look at the achievements then. We get, for KD, better than 4-3 KD ratio for Vinchester. Army high at 25-17 for Kasva and Vinchester respectively. For economy, on the other hand, we're going to have a lot of extra resources for Vinchester. He ended up collecting over or close to 4,000 extra resources. For technology, on the other hand, well, you can see the only player getting to the Imperial Age in the first place. Really good job. And then for society, on the other hand, the villager count is going to be significantly higher for Vinchester as well. Taking this game with Tatars against Byzantines, that's going to leave us on which civilizations? Well, let's go back and find out. We have Sicilians, we have Berbers, Mongols, and Khmer still available to Vinchester. While Kasva, on the other hand, he's got Lithuanians, he's got Celts, he's got Japanese, and he's got Cumans for game number 3. All your bones rip. Well, what was that? 20? 20 bones? 10 bones? 30 bones? Did you bet 40 bones? Oh, mate. Gonna check to make sure that we are not missing out, but it's unlikely we are missing out. There's some spec delay. 30 bones, okay. You probably get more just by watching the stream in the time it takes for the game to finish. Anyway. For game number 3, by the way, guys, we're gonna have Khmer for Vinchester. And Kasva's got Lithuanians. So yeah. I'm going to open predictions up already. Who wins G3 between Kasva and Vinchester? Going to make it 5 minutes this time around as well, because we still have some spec delay to wait through. And yeah, Khmer for Vinchester. Kasva's playing Lithuanians. Go nuts! Okay, the game's starting. And there we go. Welcome you guys, everyone, to game number 1, then game number 3, sorry, in this series between Vinchester and Kasva. Vinchester playing in the right-hand side with Khmer is going to get, well, 10% faster moving battle elephant line units. On top of that, we also get the ability to garrison 5 villages inside each resource, house. What? Each resource? Inside each house. We also have no building requirements, and their farmers do not need mills or TCs to drop food on. For the team bonus, on the other hand, Khmer are going to get 1 extra range on Scorpion line weapons. And taking a look at Kasva, with his civilization, he will begin with 150 extra food. He gets on top of that 10% faster moving skirmish spear line units. He's going to have with Lithuanians also. Let's see. Yeah, with Lithuanians, we're also going to have 1 extra attack per each relic garrison on knights and lightest units up until 4 relics, up until +4 attack. For the team bonus, on the other hand, they also get 20% faster work in monasteries, which makes it a little bit faster to train the monks, research upgrades, whatever. Potentially start contesting the relics a little bit sooner. For map generation, on the other hand, then, starting with Vinchester, we are going to have the Mingle on the back, which is pretty good. He's got the main stone on the back as well. So that's already fantastic. If he goes for some walls from the wool into the edge of the map and then from the wool into the TC and something like this as well, he should be able to protect both these. Probably not so much the berries, but then he can go for something like this maybe around the berries and just connect in front. Wouldn't be able to secure any woods, but yeah, it's still going to be pretty good for gold and stone. Top of that, we also have the secondary goal on the left-hand side. Both on the left-hand side, one up north, the other one down south, and then we have the secondary stone on the right-hand side to the south. So, yeah, let's go and take a look at the map generation from Kasva, on the other hand. Yeah, he's got the main gold kind of to the side, not necessarily on the back, but he should be able to protect this just fine, just going for some walls from here to here, maybe. And then he's got the main stone on the back, secondary goal on the left-hand side, the other secondary goal on the right-hand side, both of these up north. And then the secondary stone is going to be underneath the stats. You cannot see it, but it's over here. It's probably going to be the same for him. Walls from here to here, securing 1 stone, securing 1 gold. It's going to be the same. The berries are going to be kind of exposed though, but yeah. Very likely we're going to see very, very similar wallouts for both players. What was that, by the way? Come on, Vinchester, really? He was trying to save on walking time? What? Did you see that? He garrisoned the village inside the house and not garrisoned it on the other side. I think he was legit trying to save on walking time to build this house. Just ridiculous, man. Yeah, we have surplus APM over here for Vinchester. He didn't know quite what to do with. But yeah. Kasva's got loom though. I think he was getting house. Yeah, he was going to get house, so he had to go for early loom. That is kind of sloppy though. I'll be 1 villager behind. It's gonna fall behind a little bit in economy until Vinchester goes for loom himself. Yeah. Gotta appreciate Vinchester pushing all the huntables as well. He ended up pushing 2 out of 3. Now that's going to be 3 out of 3 plus both rhinos. That's going to be a lot of resources. Good job. Yeah, well played. It's going to be pretty uneventful until we get to the fuel age. Vinchester will try to go up on 19 population. And the plan over here is going to be scouts. This is not the most aggressive Khmer build that I have seen for scouts. Kasva is going to be able to go for anything he wants, but it seems like he's going to be going for scouts and both players going up on 19 population. At about the same time, yeah. 1 extra second divided TC time for Vinchester only though. But that's about it. See? No walls coming in though, just yet for anyone. Yeah. 19 population for Vinch. I thought he was going to go for the walls. Well, such is life. We'll see the walls coming in for Kasva instead, which is pretty good. He's going for the barracks already. Meanwhile, Vinchester, of course, with Khmer is not going to go for the barracks, just going to go for straight stable. Yeah. PLH is here for both. Well, we're gonna see the stable come up right now for Vinchester right away. He's got both villages working on it. We're gonna see the stable coming up for Kasva. Who's gonna be able to do the most damage? So far, Vinchester has kind of neglected walling himself up, and that goes once again. We talked about this a few times in the past. Khmer, because they can garrison villages inside houses, you do have a different sense of safety compared to other civilizations, because you can just garrison your villages, but it's better for you to go for walls like Vinchester is doing right now. Because even if you don't lose villages by garrisoning them inside the houses, it's still going to idle your economy, so if he can go for it, he should definitely go for it. There we go. It's going to be full scouts for both players, but we're going to see a probably a transition to skirmishers for Vinchester. He should be expecting, he should be expecting spearmen, because he does not have a barracks himself. He's not gonna be going for spearmen himself. There we go. What I'm wondering though is, will Kasva go for skirmishers himself to fight off the skirmishers from Vinchester? I don't think he needs to. I probably would prefer for him to go for archers instead if he goes for an archer range as opposed to skirmishers. So I feel like scouts and archers are going to be so much better. He wouldn't have to worry about spearmen, so he does not need skirms. I mean, he could potentially take care of spearmen with archers alone anyway. But yeah, a little bit of raiding over here. It's still pretty good though for Kasva. Even if he doesn't really manage to get any villagers down, he's getting a lot of idle villager time. Take a look at that worker efficiency for these villagers. Crumbling right now, less than 30% in the last minute. Yeah. Damn, going down to less than 20%. That's 4 villagers idle for a chunk of time. Very close to 1 minute for all 4 of these villagers to be idle. Yeah. Less than 10% efficiency in the last minute for those villagers, so that's gonna be 100% worth it for Kasva. That's about 80 resources is denied. He hasn't lost a scout. I think he lost one, but it's still alright. It's going back. More scouts coming out for him. And yeah, will he have the archer range though? No way! He's going for the second stable, guys! Kasva seems to be thinking of going full pressure in the village, double stable production. Well, we'll need a blacksmith if he wants to go for that, so he can get scale bar and armor and bloodlines. Oh boy. Let's see about this. Good job. Yeah, Castle's going back. Vinchester is doing a good job pushing over here. He's the one who is going to go for archers. No skirmishers whatsoever from Vinch. And I love this. I very much prefer archers always with scouts as opposed to skirmishers. It's not going to be quite as straightforward, and it's going to be a little bit pricier, of course. You need to make the switch to gold a little bit sooner. You know, it's going to have an impact on your economy, but it's much stronger. So we'll see. He's got the hail advantage over here, for instance. Let's see if he can take a village down or something. He's gonna go after the villa. He cannot take it. Yeah, he's taking it. He's not taking it though! Villager's only 2 hits. And he's not going after the villager. He's going to go after the scouts over here instead. And he's getting completely cleaned up. That was not the cleanest army control for Vinchester. He's bringing a few extra scouts in, but it might be a little bit too late. Yeah. Good job from Kasva. Vinch, though, on the other hand, is looking like he should be able to go out to the castle age significantly faster compared to Kasva, so that's something else he's going to have going his way. But yeah, this engagement over here should have been a completely different story. Vinchester should have been able to get the village down over there, and he should have been able to get the reinforcements forward before he got cleaned up. Now it's going to be left on only 3 military units, while Kasva, on the other hand, has got twice as much. He's coming forward with 6 scouts, because Vinchester is completely walled up. I think he's gonna be fine. He does have some exposed economy on the goal, though. He could potentially end up losing a village on the berries over there. We'll see. Because Micro has been on point. Yeah, absolutely. Just incredible stuff. Vinchester should be able to go up to the castle age very soon as well. He's got 2 villages queued up, and then he's gonna be on his way up. Kasva, not quite as much, but he's got double stable production. Once again, though, I still think he needs to go for bloodlines and scale bar than armor if he really wants to commit to this. Otherwise, he's just going to set himself back so bad. Yeah, he's just going to try to play for the castle age right now. You can see his resources are going up. He's not producing anymore. I think he even cancelled. Yeah, I think he cancelled the scouts. So now he's significantly closer to the castle age himself. That's pretty good. Vinchester will beat him to the punch for sure. But Castle's got more pressure going on right now. And he won't be too far behind to the castle age. Well played. Stable for Vinch. There you go. Yeah, he's getting this one up. We're gonna see also the mining camp. Cannot do too much with the scouts anymore. I don't think. Yeah. Castle Age is on the way for Castle right now, finally as well. We have a very nice head start though. Vinchester is going up 1 minute and 9 seconds faster to the Castle Age compared to Kasva. And with scale bar and armor, well, we're quite clearly going to see a bunch of knights coming out. He's got the double stable already up. Kasva, on the other hand, he's got the double stable up already, and he's going for the 3rd stable even. We'll see if he can afford, though, to keep production. I think that might be a little bit too optimistic. Still missing some upgrades. He's missing bloodlines, for instance. Vinchester is going to finish researching it in about 20 seconds. So net production is not going to be quite as strong at the very beginning, though, for Vinchester, but I think he should still be in a pretty good spot. There you go, Vinchester's coming in. Good job. He's gonna try to break through. The knights are coming in already. They are starting to stream in. He's got a 2nd TC coming out, which is pretty good. And yeah, Kasva, on the other hand, going to get to the castle age right now, and he should be going for full knight production. He's got it. He's got bloodlines right now, finally as well. He's got scale bar and armor. If we could go for chain bar and armor, that'd be fantastic, but yeah, he wants to get the numbers in first. But take a look. Vinchester's coming in right past the TC. He's not really taking any damage over here. Wow, that is amazing. Both these knights, he actually might be able to even take on the scouts, though, from Kasva. But now with the knights coming out, Kasva should be able to clean these units out, so Vinchester will get pushed back. I'm not the biggest fan of Vinchester's, dive over here. Might be able to get a village down, might be able to get 2 villages down. There's a very low HP villager over here, for instance. Let's see if Vinchester's going to realize about it, but yeah, there's a lot going on the right-hand side. He got pushed away from berries. He's got crosses over here, meanwhile on the left-hand side. Okay, he's going after the villain. He got it! Good job from Vinchester with the Vinch snipe over there. Well played. The Vinch hero snipe. And yeah, he's got a bail. He's got a bail. He can go for another village, honestly. Actually, that wouldn't be bad. Yeah, so far he's managed to get 2. If he ends up losing those 2 knights, I don't think that's going to be the worst trade for him. And we see a third TC coming up for Vinchester back home, so his economy should be getting significantly stronger compared to Kasva's. Well, Kasva, on the other hand, has not really been going for quite as many nights as I was kind of hoping for. And he's been sticking to 1 TC production, so... yeah, not full military, no full economy. It seems like a half-hearted approach over here for Kasva that's not really going to get him ahead in any single regard. While Vinchester, on the other hand, manages to stay close in military count. Actually, he's got more military right now compared to Kasva, while staying ahead in villager count and extending on his lead as well. 7 extra villages right now compared to Kasva. So what's coming up though? We're gonna see the relics being collected though from Kasva. I don't think Vinchester's got a... okay, so he does have a monastery himself. He could potentially try and go collect the relics. Good job. He's roaming around. We have more units over here for Kasva. Nobody's got chain bar and armor just yet, but the numbers are going to suffice for the red player to take the engagement. But it seems like it was probably a bait from Vinchester to try and, yeah, move the battle closer to the monks over here. Okay, he's going for the conversions right now. Good job, good job. Vinchester ends up taking a lot of HP off these units though from Kasva. Should be able to protect the monks as well. These are going to be healing up, no problem. And yeah, Vinchester is looking still fine. It's got 300 extra points. The 2 extra TCs managed to get ahead by 9 villages already. And we'll see forging coming in. That's going to be +1. Meanwhile, Kasva, on the other hand, has got 3 monks out. But I don't think he's been able to collect a single relic just yet. He might have gone for 1 relic on the left-hand side. I'm not 100% sure, but I think he might have. No, he's not going for it just yet. Oh, okay, there we go. He's picking the center one. So he's picking that one. He's going to collect that one. So that's going to be 2 relics for him already. I think he knows about this one on the left. He doesn't know, but he's trying to get some scouting information. He knows about this one. So if he collects this one, that's going to be so good. Vinchester was trying to go for it, but he's going to get cleaned up. Good job from Kasva. And yeah, if the red player gets the relic here and then manages to collect this one on top of that, that's going to be 4 relics for the Lithuanian player, which will maximize his bonus. Good job. There we go, well played. Yeah. And it seems that Kasva is going to get away with collecting this relic, which I have no idea how he was able to do it. And Vinchester knows. Vinchester knows the relic has disappeared, so he's ignoring the knight. He's going straight after the monk. Yeah, he's going right after the monk, and this could be good actually. He does not have faith anymore. So yeah, if he drops the relic over here. Very good pathing. Yeah, he drops the relic over here. I'm not really sure if he's going to be able to get the conversion going. I'm really sure, is this bugged out? Or do monks not regenerate faith when they are carrying a relic? Well, in any case, Kasva is putting the pressure up right now. He's got significantly more military units compared to Kasva. Because he already has 2 relics in, and he's got forging, he's gone up to 13 attack, and he's going for +2/+2 defense. Vinchester, on the other hand, has got 12 attack, he's got +1/+1 defense, so it's going to be much better for Kasva over here. On equal numbers, he's going to be taking the engagement against Vinchester, no problem. On larger numbers, he's just going to absolutely dominate. Vinchester is a player who said he was hoping he was going to get to the semifinals. So, yeah, man. It's, for the time being, a kind of a struggle against Kasva. And the red player is looking super strong in game number 3. He's getting some villages down over here, despite the house garrisoning bonuses from Khmer. He might be able to get a few extra villages for sure. He does. Overall KD right now 15-3 in favor of Kasva. The villager count for Vinchester is barely 13 extra villages. Should be significantly higher at this point. And after getting so much damage done over here, Kasva is going to only then go for extra TCs. And then he should be in a pretty good spot. The monk's going back with the relic, by the way. That's going to be an extra one, and I think he probably knows about this one. So if he can collect this... No, he doesn't know about it just yet. Because if he could collect it, that'd be already +4, but... That's even needed, though, honestly. I think with the +3, plus forging and iron casting, 5 attack, 5 extra attack, you know, on these knights, 15 attack is going to be enough for him to completely snowball this game out of control. And Vinchester, yeah, he's losing the villager lead. It's only 7 villagers ahead. Man, Kasva keeps on roaming around as well. Amazing performance from the red player. Absolutely incredible. Yeah. Iron Castle coming in right now as well. So these knights are going out to +4 attack. Now he drops the relic inside the monastery. So that's going to be +5 attack. Good job. Yeah. Does he know about this relic maybe? He doesn't know about this one. He doesn't know about this one. For all he knows, Vinchester's got the relics already garrison. Although, actually that is not true. For all he knows, Vinchester has not found a single relic. He does not see a flag on top of the monastery. Let's see. Good snipe. Yeah, it gets the monks. I don't think that's going to do much of anything though at this point already. It's already collected the relics. Another raid coming over here. We have triple barracks for Vinchester around this area, but he does not have any houses. So the TC is not going to suffice for him to garrison all the villages, and he's going to end up taking losses over here like 100%. Even the pikes are going to struggle against the knights because of the relics. So yeah. Yeah. That's a pretty nice cleanup from Vinchester. From, Kasva and Vinchester. And now the villager count, only one higher for Vinch. 31-3 Eco KD, guys, in favor of Kasva. It's better than, 10-1 Eco KD ratio. It's going to be 11-1 right now, very soon. It's gonna be 11-1 Eco KD ratio, what? Yeah, Vinchester's gonna hold on over here, even with full pikes. The knights are so strong because of the relics. Damn! Keeps on bleeding more eco out. It's going for the 4th EC, but is that going to suffice? Unlikely. Might end up losing the villagers over here as well. Let's see if Vinchester's going to try to garrison. He's not garrisoning. Yeah, but Kasva's not going for the vills. Regardless though. Pretty good spot for the red player. Defensive castle coming in for Vinch. And this is amazing pressure. Kasva is throwing a few knights over here away. I would like for him to try and get enough knights to try and take the TCs down like this. Yeah. If he can group his army up and go after TCs and he can protect those knights with the scorpions over here against potential pikes, I feel like that's so much stronger for Kasva. Over here he ended up sacrificing a big chunk of knights, so that's not ideal. Still definitely in the driver's seat. He's definitely ahead, right? He's on the lead, but just gotta be careful. This can change. The split of a second. Good engagement. How will Vinch be able to counter this now, since it's almost over? I honestly feel like it's pretty much over. Because Vinchester spent a lot of extra resources into a stronger economy that he ended up losing, so... Yeah, now it's just a lot of extra military units for Kasva, and as long as Kasva keeps putting pressure up, I think he should be able to secure this one. I think this is Kasva's game to lose. For Vinchester to maximize his chances of coming back over here, he's gotta get more fortifications up. So if he could get another castle up, that'd be ideal. Probably over here. Delete the farm and go for a castle over here, because every time that Kasva has been raiding, he's been able to find villages despite Vinchester having 3 TCs and having the ability to garrison his houses. I think he needs more defenses to try and prevent any extra losses. If he can cut the losses right now, then he can start thinking about coming back. He's got a very strong civilization himself. He's got Khmer, very strong farmers and whatnot. But yeah, he needs more defenses. One castle protects your whole base. Yeah. Exactly. This one's gonna be protecting only the lumberjacks, which, you know, it's fine, but it's not ideal. He already had access to wood on the right hand side, so definitely needs another one where I was talking about earlier. Kasva does manage to go up to the Imperial Age though, significantly faster. That comes from the KD. All the extra resources Vinchester spent into extra TCs and extra farms and, you know, villagers and whatnot. He ended up losing the villagers and then... Well, it's basically, I don't want to say wasted resources. I'm pretty sure his economy was very strong for a very long time because of it, but under all the pressure that Kasva put him, I think his economy might not have actually paid off necessarily. So Kasva does have a lot of extra resources in the end. He does end up clicking out to the Imperial Age faster. Let's see. Yeah, he still managed to collect extra resources, but not quite as much. Only 2,000 extra resources. Nice cleanup from Kasva. Good job. Good amount of scorpions. There we go. And now we see a 4 castle coming up. If he can get this castle up before he gets to the Imperial Age, he should be able to chip Vinchester's defenses away. Vinchester, on the other hand, he needs to get to the Imperial Age himself. He's getting very close. Let's see. Okay, there we go. A lot of conversions coming out. That's a lot of monks, man. But yeah, this is like cavalry, so he's just going to garrison them. Good job. He was going to end up losing everything if he didn't. So yeah, this is almost perfect timing. He gets the castle up just as he gets to the Imperial Age. Now he should be going for trebuchets. Should be going for trebuchets, should be going for conscription as well, so then he can increase his production, of course. And of course, plate bar and armor. It's going to be absolutely necessary. I'm not really sure if he knows about the relic, but yeah, if he could collect the 4th relic, that's going to be so much better in the Imperial Age because they don't get Blast Furnace anymore. So the 4th relic is actually going to allow them to get extra attack, you know, 2 extra attack as opposed to now it's got only 1 extra attack compared to fully upgraded knights. But yeah, this is pretty good still. Finds a bunch of villages exposed on the gold, on the wood line, and Vinchester's taking, well, a lot of extra losses. The trebuchet is already out, and he's got the heal advantage, so prepare to die. The castle's gonna be taking north of 500 damage per shot. And with the second trebuchet coming out, it seems like Vinchester's going to end up losing this one before he even manages to get the first trebuchet out. Yeah. Good job. Not enough defense over here, unfortunately, for Vinchester, and that's going to allow Castle to keep on raiding around very soon. He's going for more knights as well. The Cavaliers coming in as well. And yeah, overall pretty good position for Kasva. Wow, streaming in the years. Thank you so much for the raid. Very much appreciated. Welcome everyone, guys. We are casting game number 3 in the series between Kasva and Vinchester for KODT4, King of the Desert 4, the group stage round 2. This is the elimination match. So whoever loses this series is going to get knocked out of the tournament. Whoever wins is going to go and face the loser of the winners matchup coming in later after this one. So yeah, I hope you had a great stream, guys. I hope you enjoyed as well. You're getting very close to the end of this one as the Imperial Age is here for Vinchester. Is gonna try to go for Trebs himself, but yeah, this cast is going down most likely. Good job. A lot of Cavalier over here, a lot of Scorpions, a lot of Monks as well. 3 relics plus 3 attack already. We have the Halberdier upgrade coming in for Vinch. He's gonna be up against Scorpions over here as well, so he's gotta be careful. Kind of a good amount of Cavalier over here, but the Halberdier are going to dominate, so he needs to bail. Not enough damage with the Scorpions, though. Yeah. This castle should still go down, though, regardless. And that was not the best engagement for Kasva to speak of, though. 132 to 136 population right now for Kasva in Vinchester. Nice emotes, by the way. Good stuff. Hope everyone's doing alright. I hope you guys are hyped for KODT4 because we have 2 more series after this one. It's going to be both winner series. Whoever wins those are going to go straight to the playoff stage. Those who lose are going to be facing those who win in the elimination matches. Archer range is coming up. He needs a reaction against Halberdier. Yeah, he can just keep on going for Cavalier. So we're gonna see Cavalier Archers. It's fine. It's alright. He's got only fletching right now, so he needs to go for a few upgrades, but he should still be in a pretty good spot, I think. Overall, I imagine at this point, Kasva might have been able to collect more resources, or at the very least catch up to Vinchester in terms of economy. Wow, Vinchester still managed to collect about 700 extra resources. This is just remarkable. Despite all the losses Vinchester's being taken, I mean, take a look at the Eco KD over here. Kasva, 5960 to 11. Good find over here as well. He's just struck gold with these villagers. Oh god. He's taking them all. And Vinchester is going to fall behind the villager count once again. Amazing how the blue player has been able to stabilize over here. For the most part though, anyway, he still has a little bit of idle economy. And by a little bit, I actually mean a lot. Close to 30%. But yeah, the Halberdier over here have come in clutch. What does he do against these cavalry archers though? That's the question. Well, he can go for skirmishers himself, but I don't think it's going to suffice. I feel like Cavalier and Cavalry Archers are going to be super hard to counter with just trash units. And unfortunately, you know, Vinchester is not in the best position to go for much of anything else. I don't think he's got the infrastructure to make a transition to anything else. Let's see. He's got only 2 stables. He's going for the third one. He's got 6 barracks, and then he's got only one. He's got only 1 archer range. He can't even go for skirmishers. Damn! The bull cast is already going down over here. Kasva should be able to start pushing forward, further ahead. Meanwhile, Vinchester managed to get a castle up here. Push Kasva away from the wood line over here. Kasva's gonna be fine. He's got plenty of wood on the left-hand side and behind the walls that he's gonna be able to collect from as well. He's going for stone walls, by the way. I have seen Kasva do this before. If he can stone wall to the edge of the map over here on the right-hand side or down south, then he's gonna be securing so many extra resources. Yeah, that was a good raid, and Kasva ends up going down in villager count a little bit. Let's see if he's going to realize about these 2 light cavalry. The Cavalier earlier in the woodland, that was already super good, but... yeah, Kasva doesn't seem to be realizing about this. Okay, now he does. The villager count is very low for both players, considering the time of the game we are at right now. We were taking a look at the interview from Vinchester from before the series began, and he was saying he was expecting... or at the very least, he was going to be satisfied only if he got to the semifinals of the tournament or better, right? He said anything less than that was going to be disappointing. And well, he's struggling still in the group stage. To be fair though, Kasva's been playing very well. Yeah. Do you guys remember what was the result that Kasva was expecting? I think it was probably top 8. I think he might have said top 8, but I cannot quite recall. You let me know. 1 trebuchet for Vinchester only, 2 trebuchets for Kasva. Kasva should be able to take the castle down over here for sure. Okay. More castles come forward for Kasva as well, so it's gonna be able to keep on putting more pressure up. And yeah, there are a lot of exposed villages over here from Vinchester. Once again, he does have exposed economy everywhere. Right hand side. You know, down south over here after losing the castle, is probably going to have these villages completely exposed as well. And then up north, of course, as well, with all those villages in the wood. Third trebuchet out already, though, for Kasva. Should be able to take this castle down, and Vinchester is probably going to end up getting pushed away from here. Again, map control is absolutely amazing for Kasva. With all those 4 castles, it's been able to secure so much more. Yeah, and with the castle crumbling over here from Vinchester, then Castle's gonna be in a much better spot. He's still gonna raid it over here though, so he needs to finish the walls. He needs to close himself up. At the very least, he's been able to spot Vinchester's forward stables over here, and he is able to deny those. Good job. Yeah, and he found the wool line over here as well, so that's gonna be a bunch of villages going down. Well. How does that leave us? We finally see the walls coming up for Kasva, so he should be able to hold on against extra light cavalry from Vinchester, right? Meanwhile, he's gonna keep on sending more units forward to keep the raid going. So after taking all the lumberjacks up north, it's gonna be taking all the lumberjacks down south over here. It's gonna be bringing Vinchester's villager count down to close to 100. While he's managed to go up to 120 plus, and he's been able to hold on to it. For military count, significantly high for Kasva. For military value, significantly higher for Kasva as well. I mean, take a look at that. 28 military units, 30 for Vinchester versus 42. Much more expensive units. Much pricier units for Kasva. Yeah, and there's another castle coming up over here. Castle securing so much of the map. Vinchester has been on no gold for quite a while. He's not going to be able to get access to gold anytime soon, while Kasva, on the other hand, is going to be able to keep on going for cavalry archers and cavalier for as long as he wishes, because, I mean, take a look at that. He's got 15 gold minus, and with all the map control he's got this gold available still that he's collecting from. He's got this gold available still that he's collecting from, and then he's got control. He's going to have control of this one, or at the very least, he should prevent Vinchester from taking it. And then he's got control of this one with the castle. He's got control of this one with the castle as well, and yeah. It's overall a pretty good spot for Mr. Kasva. Should be able to secure this one very soon. Extra raids coming in here. Well played. Yeah, Vinchester's getting housed right now, the 170 population, while Kasva's gonna be getting pop capped very soon. Pretty good position for the red player. It's gotta be it. I think after Vinchester gets cleaned up, probably down south over here, if he does, then he probably will end up calling the GG, but it seems like he's going to get away with taking all these villagers down. Well, that's good. That's 14 villages, but Kasva's still going to be north of 120 villas by the time the raid is done over there from Vinchester, so it's not really going to affect him too bad. In this position, Kasva, all he's got to do is he's got to make sure he does not throw too many units away, and he just needs to keep on putting the pressure out because it's been working so well. The trend is quite clear, and you can see, if you're in the player's perspective, you cannot see the full line, so you cannot see the full map, of course, but you can see the score. And Kasva has been getting significantly higher in score, slowly but steadily. And yeah, all he's got to do is just keep on going for what he's been going so far, and then he should be able to take this one. With all the extra gold he's going to be able to secure, or he's been able to secure so far, he should be fine. This is the issue though. All the raids from Vinchester, they've been doing a lot more damage than they should have been able to do. The castle's been struggling to defend. Now he's going for another castle over here. Yeah, KODT is ridiculous. It's still a little bit too high though from Kasva, but it's still going to suffice, guys. Vinchester calls it GG, and Kasva takes game number 3 to get the lead over here, 2-1 against Vinchester. Let's go and take a look at the achievements. And starting with military, we're gonna see a very close 2-1 KD ratio for Kasva. On top of that, we are going to have also, let's see, a military high of 64 to 46 for Kasva. Much better for economy, a much stronger economy for Kasva at the end of the game. Last time that we took a look at it, it was higher for Vinchester still, even if not by a lot. But Kasva was able to catch up and eventually surpass him by quite a bit. So well played. It was looking much stronger ever since the Castle Age, and then in the Imperial Age it was a little bit tricky, but he was able to take this one in the end. For relics, at the end he was able to collect the 4th one, so that's pretty good for the Cavalier, of course. And yeah, faster feudal, Imperial Age times. Feudal time was about the same for both though. Faster Castle Age time for Vinchester instead, but he wasn't able to do too much with it. So, well played. Let's go back and see what the remaining civilizations are going to be for the rest of the series. For game number 4, we have Berbers, we have Sicilians for Vinchester, as well as Mongols. While Kasva's got Celts. He's got Japanese and Cumans. I'm gonna check if game number 4 is here already or not. But yeah. Salutes to all the viewers still sticking around from streaming in the years. Hope yeah, he had a good stream, and I hope you had a good time, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Gonna go back over here and see if we can find the next one. And thank you for the follows, of course, by the way. Very much appreciated, guys, and welcome everyone who might be jumping into the stream for the first time. I am Nova, as you can see, Nova AOE. I'm mainly an Age of Empires caster. We do some campaigns from time to time. I'm actually gonna try and do some campaigns next week, before next weekend for KOTD, of course. And I also do some Age of Empires 4 coverage, although mostly tournaments. You can find some more content on my YouTube channel as well. You can just follow me on like basically every social network. Let's see. Game 4 is not here just yet. We're gonna see. Yeah, they're in the lobby still. Krazini is there, so the game's not going to begin just yet. We had predictions for game number 3. Let's pay that out. We had 30% of bones going for Kasva and 70% going for Vinchester, so whoever bet on Kasva over here is going to be feeling quite good. It's going to be 3,500 bones. There we go. Going to Kasva. We're going to open predictions in a little bit. Hey, Drop. Hi. And Tio as well. Or Teo, rather. Let me open predictions up for game number 5. We are going to leave them open for 5 minutes. And the question, of course, is who wins game 4, sorry, not game 5. Between Kasva and Vinchester. And you can put some bones to one of these players if you want. It's going to be open for 5 minutes. Let me see if the game's already here. Should be, I think. It's not here just yet. It seems like the players are taking a small break or there are some technical issues or something. Yeah, they're still in the lobby. Usually it doesn't take that long. Double your points. Yeah, that's what you want to see. Well, which series are you liking more? Are you liking this one more than the previous one? ACCM versus Ito? Personally, I don't know, man. I think like Sito versus ACCM was pretty strong. Especially the last 2 games. I think those were too good. Those were very, very good. Attention everyone. Okay. What does Italico say? Just highlighting the message. I'm gonna keep on refreshing over here until the game actually begins. Okay, it's here. We're probably going to have some spec delay. Yeah. Minute and 50 seconds. But I can tell you the civilizations though. We have Berbers for Vinchester. And we have Japanese for Kasva. Berbers and Japanese, guys. Vinchester and Kasva respectively as well. So we have still about like 3 minutes and a half, I think, or something, for you guys to keep on guessing on who you think is going to win game number 4. You at the very least you have the matchup over here. I'm liking Japanese better, naturally. We'll see though how it goes. Think it's going to be fairly even at the very beginning of the game. Like nobody's going to have any strong bonuses for economy. But we're going to be talking about the civilizations more as the game begins, of course. We're going to be taking a look at map generation, and we're going to be talking about the matchup, of course, and everything. But yeah, still 55 seconds away from it. Well, you got everyone's attention for sure. Let me get some water. Hope you guys have been hydrating yourselves. Man, today is a day of raiding. We've had a good bunch of raids from Monos, streaming the years as well. Do we have any other raids? I think that's the only 2, right? Let's filter this. Is there an underdog in this matchup? I don't think so. I'm not really sure though. Let's see. Well, Vinchester is seed 10 and Kasva is seed 15. By the way, Vinchester's got a 67 win rate with Berbers. Meanwhile, Kasva's got a 54 win rate with Japanese, if that helps your predictions. But yeah, let's jump into it right away. Shall we? There we go. Welcome you guys, welcome everyone to game number 4 in the series, Vinchester on the back foot, man. This is the elimination matchup as well, so if Vinchester loses this game, he gets knocked out of the tournament. It's got Berbers against Japanese, it's gonna be interesting. For sure. So let's start talking about the civilizations right away. Starting with Vinchester, he's going to have first off. Oh yeah, those are the two raids from today. Monas and Streaming in the Years. So starting with Berbers, Vinchester is going to get 10% faster moving villagers. It's going to have also 15 and 20% cheaper cavalry units or stable units in the Castle Age and Imperial Ages respectively. It gets also access to Janitors as a team bonus. And let's go and take a look at the map generation real quick. For Vinchester's map, we're going to have the main goal on the right hand side. We have the secondary goal to the right up north as well. And the other secondary goal is going to be on the left hand side. Meanwhile, we have the main stone forward and the secondary stone is down south over here towards the east. He's very close to the corner of the map, which means if he can get away with walling to the edges of the map like this, you know, which isn't going to be too expensive, he will be able to secure 1, 2 wood lines, plus the stone, plus the gold, plus the berries, and that'll be ideal. We'll see if he goes for it. Meanwhile, Kasva, on the other hand, playing with Japanese, is going to get a 50% discount on drop-off buildings. On top of that, we also get 33% faster attacking infantry units starting in the field H onwards. And that's about it for Japanese on this map. That's going to be what's relevant. The other bonuses for them are going to be for water maps, right? The other bonuses for them are going to be for water map. And for the map generation, on the other hand, he's kind of close to the corner of the map as well, so you could potentially try to go for greedier walls. But let's take a look at where the resources are located. He's got the main goal forward, with the secondary goal on the left-hand side very far away, and the other secondary goal on the right-hand side very far away as well. He does have the stone on the back though, the main one, and the secondary stone's forward. Should be able to easily wall to the edge of the map over here using the wood. And then from here to the berries. The left-hand side is going to be a little bit trickier. It depends on how quickly he wants to get the walls up. This is, by the way, my prediction for the walls, or what I think would be good walls for them when they eventually think of going for full walls, because I wouldn't be surprised, especially against Berbers, for Kasva to just go for walls around the resources individually if he's expecting scouts, right? But eventually, when he wants to get more general protections, he's probably going to be going for something like this instead. Anyway, if he could potentially, you know, connect to the edge of the map over here, then he will be able to secure these wool lanes as well, which will be amazing. This one, and then the one up north as well. So yeah, thanks so much for the follows, guys. And welcome everyone. I will heal you, 12. Welcome to the channel as well. I hope you're having a good time, guys. I think Vinchester has more tournament experience and higher results. Might be the case. If anybody wants to see that, you can go to AOE. No. What is it? AOE elo.com. AOE-elo.com. Or Tournament Elo. There's a website for Tournament Elo that, you know, keeps track of how many show matches and tournaments players have participated in, and you can see like very easily who's got the most experience, who's got the best results, who's got the highest Tournament Elo in any case. But yeah, AOE Elo. Thank you, okay, appreciate it. Definitely have fun watching AOE. Streamed it myself for the first time this week. Good luck with the tournament. Well, thank you. I hope you had a good time. Yeah, Age of Empires has such a nice community, to be honest, and that is a direct compliment to you guys. You are part of the Age of Empires community. You know, it's one of the few games that doesn't have like an incredibly toxic and immature community. Like, of course, you're going to have all sorts of people everywhere, but I feel like the ratio for Age of Empires community is actually like pretty favorable in any case. Download AOE 4 but haven't played it yet. Love AOE 2 so much. That's the case for a lot of people, so yeah, definitely not the only one. Guys, Kasva's going up on 20 village or 20 population, sorry. Vinchester's going up on 21, so we're gonna see Men at Arms over here for Vinch. Interestingly enough. Is it going to be Men at Arms actually, or is he going to go for straight archers? Notice the walls though that Vinchester's going for. Damn. This is not the best at all. He doesn't protect the wood lines over here. You know, he's up against Japanese, so he should be expecting archers at some point. Yeah. And without protecting the wood lane over here, by going for the walls from here to the edge of the map instead, it's going to be vulnerable to raids, to archer pushes. We'll see. Vinchester is rank 15 for AoE Elo. Okay. In Kasva 29. Alright. Yeah, seems that you guys were correct. That's pretty interesting. Thank you. No walls coming out just yet for Kasva. It's just going to be going for walls around the resources as expected. He's probably expecting Vinchester to be coming in for scouts. So Vinch is going to get the barracks up only now. It's not going to be Minotaurs, it's going to be straight archers for him. Meanwhile, we have the Minotaurs upgrade coming in for Kasva. That might be wasted resources though. If Vinchester gets the archer range up over here, good job though from Kasva, just being annoying. If he gets away with getting a few archers over here, plus fletching, he should be able to push those Minotaurs away. For the time being though, he already has some local walls around the resources, or at the very least around the left-hand side wood line. Or the left-hand side lumberjacks rather, over here on the same wood line. He should be able to hold on against Minotaurs just fine, especially as Minotaurs are going to be attacking uphill as well. Let's see. Yeah, good pressure. Scout engagement over here, a little skirmish going in favor of Kasva by the looks of it. Yeah, Vinchester is going to the DC, good job. And very close HP for both. Very good pressure though overall. Yeah, but the archers should be enough to... Yeah, there we go. We have archers coming up. He's good fletching. We have... There we go. The blacksmith's coming up. Once he gets fletching, then it's going to be a much more straightforward deal for the archers for sure. He's got only one right now as well, which is not ideal, but he's going back to the TC, so he's fine. He's got the second archer coming over here. A little bit sloppy to lose the scout over there. But yeah. Only 1 second. TC out of time. Oh man, I saw it a little bit too late. It's gone up to 4 right now. But yeah, it's pretty standard. These guys are just amazing, of course. Was that Empire? Is Empire worse? I wonder if there is a filtering method on AoE Elo. I haven't checked myself, but there might be a way. Regardless. Bunch of archers coming out from Kasva. He's gone for double archer ranges instead. So, military production is going to be higher. It's going to be better for him. Meanwhile, Vinchester is still sticking to only 1 archer range over here. I'm liking Kasva's position over here quite a bit. He's been able to survive with 2 Minotaurs still. He's getting a lot less idle TC time compared to Vinchester, so he's already... sorry, actually, he's getting a lot of extra idle TC time compared to Vinchester, so maybe I'm not liking his position quite as much. Mixed up the players over there for a moment. But he's got a good amount of military units, so we'll see if he can do any damage. Fletching here for both. Military count significantly higher for Kasva, with the Minotaurs over here is going to be alright even against skirmishers. Yeah, and still only 1 archer range over here for Vinchester. Kasva is producing from only 1 archer range himself though, so it's not too bad. For Vinch, that is. Let's see, there we go. Archers are getting cleaned up. Good job, good job. Second 1 archer down, loses 1 Minotaurs, but the Minotaurs over here are not going to be quite as good anyway against ranged units. So if he can just get the archers down over here from Vinch, or a few villagers down, that's going to be so much better. He's trying to go after the villagers, gonna get one. That was so close though. Oh, but Vinchester's sending the weak unit right out again. So, wow, good micro over there, but still Kasva ends up taking that one. Still though, Vinchester's idle TC time over here allows him to stay ahead by 3 villagers despite having lost the only villager in the game so far. Remarkable performance from the blue player over here. Now, you know, Kasva doesn't have the Minotaurs anymore. Skirmishes are going to be a lot more effective from Vinchester, so should be able to push these archers away or take them down. Good job. By the way, guys, should take a moment over here actually to remind everyone that this tournament, King of the Desert Fort, is Brought to you by MemTV. He's the host of the tournament. And it's being sponsored by Microsoft, by Pinstick, and by Meshuggah for a grand total of $75,000 so far. Although, yeah, there are ways to increase the prize pool if you sub to Mem's stream or to Mem's YouTube channel. And YouTube channel is going to be the cheapest way to do it. If you are not sub to Mem's YouTube channel, it's going to increase the prize pool of the tournament if he gets 20,000 YouTube subs, I believe. Which, I mean, come on, it's for free. A sub on YouTube, it's basically a follow on Twitch. So, yeah. There we go. Yeah, good job. Kasva is going to hold on over here just fine, but Vinchester will beat him to the castle age. He's got 4 extra villages though. Yeah, Castle's got a little bit of extra idle DC time. That is really sloppy though. Kasva is, you know, 1 win away. Yeah, is 1 win away from moving on to the decider matchup. And Vinchester is doing much better in game number 4. By the way, let's just assume for speculation's sake that Vinchester wins this one, right? He wins with Berbers against Japanese. Let's say that he wins. That's going to leave us for game number 5 with Celts and Cumans for Kasva, while Vinchester would have Sicilians and Mongols available still. Sicilians and Mongols, I think Sicilians probably going to be the way to go, versus Celts or Cumans. It's going to be very interesting. I feel like it's going to be super tricky for Vinchester to pick on a civilization because of the Cuman availability still for Kasva. You can go for very different playstyles with the same civilization, so it's going to be tough for sure. Hey, I just found you. Nice to be here. Oh, thank you, Alligator Jack. So I'm assuming I'm gonna be seeing you a lot later, Alligator. Oh god, I had to do it, sorry. It's a low-hanging fruit. Here comes Vinchester. Might be able to push the villagers away from the wood lane. Yeah, we don't have any safe wood lanes over here. Once again, like, nobody's done a good job defending wood lanes whatsoever. Both players with archers should be able to keep on putting pressure on wood lanes from enemy players. There we go, Castle Lich will be here for both. Yeah. Had to go for it. Crossman upgrade. Elite Skirmisher coming in for Vinchester right away. He's got only 10 military units. Castle's got a lot more over here, so he's going for Crossman and Bulky Arrow. Bulky Arrow is going to be super important. We don't have Bulky Arrow for Vinchester just yet, so Kasva will have a much stronger army over here with extra range and extra attack. Let's see if he can break through. I think he's gonna be able to. Yeah. I think he's going to deny, or at the very least delay this to see quite a bit. He's gotta pay attention. He's gotta go and target the villager. Oh, that's a little bit too late though. It seems like Vinchester's going to get away with the TC over there. That might have been a little bit better if Kasva was paying attention over here. He should have expected a villager to try and reinforce the walls, but yeah, it is what it is. TC is coming up. That's a fact. Kasva, on the other hand, is not going for a second TC just yet. Well, Vinchester should be able, on paper at the very least, to get ahead in villager count even further. Now, the problem is he's getting idle TC time on both TCs. Going for skirmishers over here actually made it very difficult for him to keep on going for villagers. You can see that he's got no villagers queued up whatsoever. Just so that he can defend against Kasva, but Kasva's not pushy anymore. Well, this allows Kasva to catch up in villager count again, which is amazing. I never know how urgent you should go for ballistics. It's expensive. If you're on archers versus archers, ballistics is super important. If you're with archers against non-archers but mobile units, such as knights for instance, it's very important as well. Otherwise, you can delay it a little bit. And there we go. Wheelbarrow on the way for Kasva right now. Okay. It's gonna have a very strong economy. Very small amount of food workers right now for both players, 13 and 12. Especially for Vinchester, going for skirmishers and villages from 2 TCs. Yeah, that's going to put this economy on some... it's going to spread it a little bit too thin, I feel. Here he comes. I think he's going to be able to break through the gates, but the TCs over here should provide enough protection anyway, so it's unlikely Kasva's going to be able to break. It's going to be able to dive in anyway. Yeah. Vinchester should be fine. There we go. Kasva's coming in, but he realizes about the TC now. Yeah, and he gets pushed back. We're gonna need, if Kasva's gonna be sticking to 1 TC full pressure, we're gonna need the forward Siege Workshop. He's gone for the Siege Workshop on the back. I probably would prefer for him to come forward and try to bring the Siege Workshop maybe up here, you know, that now that he's got some military presence to protect the villagers, or potentially the Siege Workshop around here. That would have been good as well. Especially on the left-hand side over here, he would be able to potentially deny the gold, the stone from Vinchester, while also he would be in a pretty good spot to take both these archer ranges down. All 3 archer ranges down, actually, using the heal advantage as well. Instead, now he needs to wait for the siege weapons to go forward. We'll see. Good job. Good reaction, though, from Vinchester still. Okay, now he's gonna try and get the archer ranges down. He's got a forward villager. I would very much like for him to go for a forward siege workshop as well. But, yeah, he doesn't have the wood right now. He's just been spending all his resources in crossbows and mangonels. So what does Vinchester do against this? He goes for his own defensive siege. He should have a mangonel already on the way. He didn't have the gold, now he's got it, so he's going for the mangonel. He needs to go for his own mangonel, and he needs to try and snipe the mangonels over here from Kasva while Kasva's not paying attention. Good job. Good reaction. He's got the third TC up, by the way. We have the second TC up for Kasva over here as well. There we go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. 1 mangonel down, 2 to go. Good job. Unfortunately, he's already lost 2 archer ranges though, so that's not going to be particularly cost effective. But all he's got to worry about now is taking the mangonels down so he doesn't lose TCs eventually. The archer ranges he can replenish, you know, he can replace for fairly cheap. Okay. Shoot. Delete. Delete. Nice. 2, well, actually 3 for 1 over there. Very well played. Vinchester's going to survive just fine. Meanwhile, he's got some skirmishers on the right hand side up north over here. He's pushing villagers away from the wood over here, but it's fine with the second TC. Kasva should be able to keep on taking resources from here. That was impeccable defense for Vinchester. Now he is ahead by 12 villagers, and it feels like Kasva kind of gave up on the lead a little bit. Now he still has a lot of resources, and he might be able to go up to the Imperial Age faster though. Yeah, and if he manages to keep up production, if he manages to keep the majority of these crosses alive, then he's going to be able to go for the Alba Let's upgrade, and that's going to be so much stronger. Hey chef, I had to go back to work tomorrow, had 16 days off and felt good for about 3 of oh man, it feels bad. RIP. So why delete it? Because there is a mechanic in Age of Empires 2. Actually, there is a way in the damage calculation in Age of Empires 2 in which if you attack from a higher elevation, you deal more damage to the units underneath. If you attack from downhill upwards, it's going to deal less damage. So what he did was he deleted the mangonel after he attacked, so it didn't have elevation anymore, and it dealt full damage. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been able to get the mangonels down. Had to sacrifice it, but it was a worthy one. I think if you delete the mangonel after it shoots, it deals full damage on all the pallets as well, as opposed to doing blast damage. Is that correct? You guys let me know, please. Crazy smart? Oh, yeah! And your mind is going to be blown if you just keep on watching, because there are so many little things in Age of Empires 2 at high level that if you're just coming into competitive Age of Empires 2, it's just going to, you know, it's just going to blow you away. I remember when I came into competitive Age of Empires for the first time some years ago. First off, I had no idea the game was alive still, so it was a very pleasant surprise. And second off, I have no idea just how great people could become at this game. It's just incredible. So yeah. Super competitive at 850 elo. Hey, everyone starts somewhere, right? Good job. 2 villages going down. Village will be here for Kasva very soon. Fall-off is reduced greatly, but not totally removed. Okay, thank you, guys. There we go. Yeah. The play over here is Kasva holding on to his numbers. See, he's got all these crossbows still alive. And going for Arbalester, Bracer, and Chemistry so that he's going to have the strongest units he can get. That is a play for him. Vinchester, on the other hand, Vinchester is going to try to reduce the count, the military count in Kasva's army as much as possible. The moment he realizes Kasva's up to the Imperial Age, but Kasva's units are kind of out of position. This is a moment where you would want the units to be forward already. So you can already start going for the upgrades and you can start putting pressure right away. Now, if he needs to worry about cleaning the units up from Vinchester, that's going to buy Vinchester a lot of time. As he's going up to the Imperial Age already himself. And he's the only player, by the way, Vinchester's the only player right now going for castles. All the extra time he can get for himself without being raided to death by, you know, much stronger units is going to be, of course, very useful. Okay, please don't go underneath the TC with the Magnet shot. Come on, man! Come on! What? He's got the heal advantage over there, and Kasva runs into the Magnet shot. He needs to keep the numbers, and he just runs into it. Oh, dude, that was so bad. And oh man, that would have been so good if he was able to actually land the shot. I think he might have been able to completely clean up Kasva's units. But that's so rough if you're in Kasva's position. Once again, this is match point. If he gets this game, he moves on already to the next stage, to the next round rather, for the group stage. But yeah, Vinchester's been able to hold on over here just fine with the extra TCs. He's going for the third castle over here on the left hand side as well to protect both the gold and the stone. And we finally see the 30C coming in for Kasva, but he's significantly later to it. Yeah, there's nothing Kasva can do against castles, indeed. He needs to go for his own castles and go for trebuchets. Because Japanese do not get access to bombard cannons. That's the only way he's going to be able to take this down. Or probably going for Captran, but you know, Captran are going to be significantly harder to make work, as just a few villages will be enough to take those down. Anyway, woof. He can't siege Vinch. I think the play would have been for Kasva to send the units forward much earlier and try to take advantage of the extra upgrades sooner. He spent a lot of time over here trying to clean up Vinchester's units, and that bought Vinchester a lot of time to get up, to get the extra castles out. Like that, now Kasva cannot do anything. True. Well, Vinchester, on the other hand, is going to make a switch to Camel Archers. Now, Camel Archers are going to be like better versions of Cavalry Archers as well. So, yeah, it's a pretty good unit to go for. Can you tell me how to get my money for nothing and my checks for free? You gotta get on the MTV, man. If you manage to get on the MTV, then you're going to get all of that and more. Good job. Yeah, good pressure over here from Vinchester as well. Game now looking significantly one-sided for Vinchester. Overall population significantly higher at 138 compared to 97. Yeah, he's got almost 50% extra population. If we take a look at this, he might be able to get some villages down as well. That's a 40C coming in for Kasva. Red player is going to be playing catch-up. That's a big issue for him. Going for extra TCs right now is just going to be more expensive on his already smaller economy. While Vinchester right now, he doesn't really need that many extra villagers, so he needs to keep on going for more military units, and then he should be able to snowball this one out of hand for Kasva. And yeah, I'm not really sure what the predictions were looking like for this one, guys. How many people bet how many bones for whom? I think this one should be going in favor of Vinchester. So that's bad news for anybody betting on Kasva, but hey, at the very least we're going to have full series, which I think everybody's going to agree is actually a good thing. And 2 full series. The 2 first series are going to be 2 full series. This could very well be the longest day this weekend for KOTD, depending on how the next 2 series go. Very cost-effective trades over here for Vinchester, by the way. He's trading skirmishers over here for arbalesters. Good job. He's got the hill advantage. Might end up getting cleaned up over here, but it's still going to be much better for him in the end. Right hand side, idling a lot of the economy for Kasva. Overall efficiency in the last minute, worker efficiency in the last minute, as you can see over here, last column in capture rate is going to be 73% for Vinchester versus 63% for Kasva. Wow! Dude, Iron Chef, thank you so much for the gift sub. Appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. Samony, I'm not really sure if I'm saying that correctly, let me know. Is it Samony or is it Samani? In any case, welcome to the club. Thank you so much for the support, Iron Chef. Appreciate it, man. Godad versus the BBC? Yeah. Of course. We have the bombard cannons coming out right now. Vinchester's got already one, and he's going for another one as well. So we're gonna see a very strong push coming in very shortly. Yeah, there we go. So the TC is going down. And the second bombard cannon, where is it? Does he have an extra siege workshop elsewhere, or am I missing something? Where is it? It's gotta be here. Okay, yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, he was producing it from this one in the back as opposed to the 4 one. It's fine though. How do you break through all the defenses from Vinchester if you're in Castle's position? You gotta go for trebuchets, but then you also gotta take care of these like standard units. You gotta take care of the standard army from Vinch. I don't think you're gonna be able to do that in this position. Castle's economy is significantly smaller. He doesn't even have enough food to go for skirmishers if he wanted to. Or to go for cavalry. He can barely keep the TCs working, honestly. We have like cavalry coming in for Vinchester as well, so we're going to see a switch to cavalry. Remember, they get 20% cheaper stable units in the Imperial Age with Berbers, so that should allow him to get the spam going very soon. He's got 50 farmers already. Thumbring coming in, okay. Let's get scale, Bardhan Armor. Needs to go for chain and play Bardhan Armor for +2/+2 and +3/+4 respectively, but yeah, still a pretty good position. I would like for Vinchester to probably add a few stables on the right hand side and then on the left hand side and just start flanking. Start split pushing against Castle's economy. Well, Castle calls it GG regardless. This is fairly uneventful. I think he lost only 1 TC, right? He lost 2 TCs over here, but he wasn't really going to be able to hold on over here anyway. And that is 2-2, guys. That leaves us on a full series over here between Vinchester and Kasva. Game number 5 is going to be the tiebreaker, the decider to see who moves on to the next round of the group stage versus who gets knocked out. Let's take a look at the achievements then. We're going to get a 11-10 KD ratio for Vinchester with an army high of 46-34 for Vinch and Kasva respectively. For the economy, we also get 11,000 extra, even higher than 11,000 extra resource collected for Vinchester. Go figure. And this all started because of the added TC time from Kasva falling behind the villager count unnecessarily early on. And then Vinchester, yeah, he just played defensive. He was able to capitalize on it, get significantly ahead, and Kasva just wasn't ever able to push. I feel like trying to rush the Imperial Age over here might have been a mistake for Kasva. Maybe he should have tried to stick to full Castle Age push, especially early on. Remember, I was talking about the potential when we had only like 3 TCs over here for Vinchester, and he did not have any castles. I was talking about Castle coming forward, dropping, you know, a forward siege workshop around here and trying to put the pressure against the archer ranges. I feel like that would have been much better. He tried to rush the Imperial Age, caused him to fall behind, and well, yeah, that's what you see in the graphic over here. Fast imp into nothing, unfortunately. He was held back home as well by Vinchester's measly army in the Imperial Age as well, so that bought Vinchester a lot of time. Well played. Let's go back. And that leaves us then with Sicilians for Vinchester and Mongols available. I think it's gotta be... what is it going to be? What is it going to be? Mongols are going to have very good cavalry archers. They are going to have very good early aggression and very good late games. But against Celts, it could potentially be risky. Well, if you get to Mangolite in the late game, you could do alright even against Siege, I guess. Against Cumans, I'm not really sure how they would do, though. And Sicilians, I think I'm liking Sicilians a lot better against Cumans for a potential second TC play from Cumans. I'm not really sure how I feel against Celts, though. What do you think, guys? Sicilians against Celts. How is that one? Had he scouted defensive castles, he would have known that it's a huge mistake. Yeah, true. Well, we'll see. Game number 5 is going to be here in a moment. Let's close the prediction. Well, let's actually pay the predictions out, rather. 95%, 99% going for Kasva, actually. So, yeah, the 1% who bet on Vinchester is going to be so rich right now. It's getting 2,500 bones. So, yeah. How do Sergeants fare versus World Raiders? Yeah, that's a good question. The thing is, you get access to Sergeants much earlier for... It's going to be much more straightforward because you can go for dungeons, right? World Raiders are going to require castles. I'm actually not really sure. I'm actually not really sure myself. One thing I'm sure about, though, I wouldn't want to be in Vinchester's position because I have no idea which one I would go for. We know with Mongols and their potential for very early aggression, it could potentially be good against Cumans, depending on what Cumans go for. But the thing is, if Cuman is going to be a wild card, you can't have anything. You can have full aggression, you can have full boom. In the village, it's such a unique civilization. It's very, very hard to try and, pick something based on one of those strategies from Cumans. That is the thing. I think I would prefer Sicilian still for Vinchester. And for Kasva, I think I prefer Cumans. So I'm expecting to see Sicilian versus Cumans, but I'm not sure. We're gonna see. Let's see if game number 5 is already here. Fingers crossed it is. Yes. Let's jump into it. Do we have an spec delay? Wow, we actually don't. And we have Celts over here. Wow. Yeah. What civilization do we have for Vinchester? There you are. Vinchester's playing Mongols. Yeah, it's Mongol Celts. Interesting. The exact opposite of what I was expecting. They're going to go for. Let's change the colors over here. There we go. Blue for Vinchester. Jeez, 3 minutes into the game already. How long did I spend just mumbling between games? I don't know. Let's open the prediction, guys, for game number 5. So the question for this one is, who wins the series? We have Vinchester, Kasva. Going to give you guys 2 minutes, bid some bones for these players, and yeah, there we go. So on the left hand side, we see a little bit of a scout skirmish over here going in favor of Kasva. Yeah. And yeah, going in favor of Kasva, and he's going to get 2 goats away from Vinchester. Good job. That's going to be a little bit laming. Even though he was not able to get a rhino, that's still pretty good. Interestingly enough, though, Vinchester did not go forward himself right away to try and get a rhino, as you usually see Mongol players do. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely better for Kasva. And he's getting the goats once again. Good job. Remember that Celts, they get priority for hittable conversions, so as long as the sheep are within the line of sight of the scout from Kasva, he's going to keep possession of them. So even if these belong to Vinchester and they are within the line of sight of Vinchester, Kasva is just going to have priority and he's just going to keep on converting them. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been able to get it, but yeah. Anyway, for Vinchester civilization, right? For Mongols, we are going to get 40% faster working hunters, which is why I'm surprised that he didn't go forward and try to get a lame going. Besides that, we also get 30% extra HP on light cavalry, Hussar, and step lancer line units. With also 25% faster attacking cavalry archers, Mongols are also going to get for the team bonus 2 extra line of sight on scout line units. Which again makes it very, very easy for you to scout your starting resources and then go forward and try to lame a rhino. But anyway, for Kasva on the other hand, we are going to get with kills. Priority for healthable conversions. He was already able to get the goats, I think. Where are the goats? He got him, right? Yeah, he got him already. Take a look at that. Nice. On top of that, with kills, we are going to get 25% faster attacking siege weapons, as well as 15% faster moving infantry units started in the field age onwards, as well as 15% faster working lumberjacks. And for the team bonus, they get 25% faster work in siege workshops, which means faster producing siege weapons and faster research and upgrades. Going to see a Hong rush? We'll see. Let's see. I don't know if we're going to see a rush over here from Kasva. He's going for Loom already, so it doesn't seem like he's going to try to fast castle at all. He's just going to be going up on 21 pop, so it's going to be Men-at-Arms archers by the looks of it. Yeah, he's making a switch over to gold. Meanwhile, Vinchester, on the other hand, understandably, he's going up on 19 pop, which I don't think is as aggressive as he could have been with Mongols, and he's going to go for scouts. I'm not the biggest fan of this. I feel like Vinchester could definitely have gone up significantly faster. I have seen Mongols go as aggressive as 17... or actually 18, sorry, population field age without loom even. We saw that on Mem stream the other day when I was co-casting, and that was incredibly early, like super aggro. So in any case, Vinchester is going up like 50 seconds later than he could have gone. And yeah, let's see. There he goes, tables coming up. Meanwhile, we'll see the militias coming out. It's going to be for Men-at-Arms. Let's check. Alright, stables coming up for Vinchester. While Kasva's still, you know, waiting to get to the fuel age. Does he have any walls up though? He's got some small walls. Let's take a look at the map generation super quick before the militias hit. For Vinchester, he's got the Miguel on the back, so he should be able to secure this one. It's very close to the TC. The secondary goals are going to be on the right hand side, one up north, the other one down south, with the main stone on the right hand side and the secondary stone on the left hand side. He should be able to protect the goal and the stone over here by going for walls like this. It's going to take some time though, and for the time being, it's just going to be walling the resource individually, I think. It's probably going for something like this. Yeah. He's already walling this, but it's going to take some time for him to wall the back. Wow. Castle's going on the right hand side. He's gonna have to go around the woodline. That is so slow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Vinchester is eventually gonna be thinking of going for this, but early on it's probably not going to be so greedy. Probably just around individual resources instead. We have Men-at-Arms over here. He's going for one spearman, but it's going to take so long. He doesn't... Okay, he's just now got it out. It's going to take so long for him to get the spearman forward. These Men-at-Arms could get cleaned up already, so let's see. Scouts going down over there. Alright. Yeah, and the Men-at-Arms are going to walk away. Remember, 15% faster moving infantry, so he can bail from unfavorable engagements. At the very least, they're going to be outpacing villagers, no problem. That will also be the case for standard Men-at-Arms, though, to be fair. Anyway. Good job. Men-at-Arms get cleaned up. Yeah, and the spearman is a little bit too late. Still have 3 scouts over here from Vinchester. So before the scouts hit over here, let's take a look at Castle's map generation real quick. We have the main goal for him up north, kind of forward. We have both secondary goals on the left hand side. These are awful, and there's a hill over here as well, so potentially a castle here in the future from Vinchester could be deadly. Besides this, we also have the main stone, sorry, down south over here, and secondary stone towards the right hand side, right? He's already thought about going for the walls over here. He's eventually going to be thinking of going for walls like this, but for the time being, it's just going to be walling individual resources out. So let's see if he can wall this on time, or if the scouts are going to get a villager down over here. Let's take a look at his line of sight. He knows about the scouts right now, but it's a little bit too late, and that's a villager going down for sure. Oh, it's not though. Good micro. Good unit control over there, but he might still end up losing a villager though. Let's see. There's another scout coming in here. Yeah, that's a villager down. Good job. Well played. Managed to secure the lumberjacks over here for the time being though. If we take a look at the left hand side, there is a counter push coming in from Kasva. Meanwhile, it doesn't seem like Vinchester will be able to do too much over here. He's probably going to end up losing a scout. He doesn't. Good reaction. But yeah, over here's got to be careful. There's only 1 archer left though, and then there's 3 spearmen, so the skirmishers are going to suffice against these units, no problem. You got a lot of Vinchester's preemptive outposts on the left-hand side though. Gets a lot of extra vision with this, and he knows exactly where Kasva was coming from at the very least. I think now it's probably about a good time for Vinchester to try and, yeah, get the walls up over here. Come on, man. Give me time to make my prediction. How am I supposed to look good if you are going for it as I'm talking about it? But anyway. Yeah, he's going to wall himself on the right-hand side. Meanwhile, yeah, Kasva cannot do too much with these units anymore. Yeah, the skirmishers are going to be fine. He takes the archer. Good job. Yeah, with more skirmishers coming forward, now this army from Vinchester is going to be a little bit deadlier. I'm expecting the walls from Kasva as well. Are you going to place the palisades right now as well, or do I have to draw them for you to place them? No. What? Okay, that's interesting. What is the idle time? That's really bad for Kasva, yeah. Yeah. Vinchester has been the only player getting a villager down so far. He's managed to get a 2 villager lead already. It's probably going to be looking more like 3 villager leads from time to time, I imagine. Yeah. For a few seconds. By the way, guys, do you remember if Hong even participated in the qualifiers for KODT4? I think he might. I think he might have. Alright, the skirmishers over here putting some pressure. Might be able to get the weak villager down. Just going to keep this one selected. There we go, villager down. Good job. Don't think he did? Okay. Left hand side there is a defensive tower coming up for Vinchester. Some quick walls as well, and then Kasva cannot do anything. So overall pretty good for Vinch. Mind getting cleaned up over here? Will he? Not quite. Good unit control. Paying attention to your units like this and economy is so tricky. So it's very hard to, you know, give too much heat to Kasva for getting some idle TC time over here, but at the very least we can say Vinchester's done a better job. As far as to take 2 villages from Kasva, and yeah, it might end up getting cleaned up over here, but he's already in a much better spot. You take a look at his resources and he'll be on his way to the castle age very soon. You know what, Kasva? Not even close, man. Is Vinchester going to be moving on? Remember, the predictions are actually the expectations for these players. Vinchester said that he was expected to get to the semifinals. He was going to be disappointed if he got anything lower than that. And Kasva said that he wanted to get to the top 8. But one of these players, inevitably, is going to get knocked out of the tournament after this game. And by the looks of it, well, it's looking a lot more likely for Kasva, actually. Little scouts from Kasva. Good amount of archers. Beautiful army composition. If he can do some good damage over here. Before, yeah, Vinchester gets to the castle age, then he might be able to start coming back into the game. Otherwise, it's going to be super rough. Vinchester is collecting some stone right now as well with only 2 villages, but that's already going to be enough for him to go for extra theses, which he's going to want to do with Mongols, of course. A pause? But look, that is a really untimely pause, though, to be honest. Yes. That's going on? Okay, they're going on. Good job, 1 villager down. Yeah, this is the kind of damage that he needs to do. Can I get another one, though? He can't. More likely for Kasva to be knocked out? In my opinion, well, it's looking pretty good for Vinchester. Kasva's taking so much longer to get up to the castle age, and Vinchester's done a really good job collecting stone right now, so he's gonna be able to go for extra TCs right away. If you are faster to the castle age, especially after you've been able to do damage to your enemy's economy, right? You go for extra TCs and you're guaranteed to get ahead, and you can play defensive. Your opponent's gonna be forced to go for full aggression, and if you play your cards right, you know defense is gonna be easier to play than offense. He might be able to get to a much better later stage in the game. However, of course, he's got to be careful. Kells are going to be an amazing civilization to put pressure with. But yeah. Should be doing major damage, not a single villain. I do agree. That was a good start, but he still has the archers over here. Now, the problem is, with Castle Age here, Vinchester can go for... He's going for Lancers, right? Yeah, 30% extra HP on these guys, remember. So he should be able to clean all the units up over here, and then we don't have any pressure anymore from Kasva. The second TC is already coming up, and very soon he's gonna have enough resources to go for the third TC as well. And yeah, looking pretty good. Good job. Walls coming up now finally for Kasva. Wait. I think he needs to go for walls from here to here as well. Come on, do it. Oh, he doesn't know it's open. Damn it. I almost look good. Well, he's going for it now. Lancers coming in, cavalry archers as well. Oh man, this is open by the way. Is this going to be over, Chop? Not yet, but it's still open between the houses anyway. So this could be really bad for Kasva. Yeah, here come the Lancers, guys. Wait, it's not open? No way. Wow. It was actually closed. Well, I mean, he could have come in over here through the north, though, but he cannot do it. Oh, nailed it. Castle's getting pushed away. Yeah, not getting access to this wood, that means that he's going to have only this one, but we see skirmishers and cavalry archers moving on the right hand side. Not securing a wood lane over here is going to be so bad for Kasva. We'll probably end up, yeah, getting pushed away from this one as well. Good unit control for Vinchester as well. He should be able to take all the spearmen down, so still going to have the cavalry archers left to push the villagers away from wood over here. What is Kasva going to do without wood? He's going to have to make a switch over here. Honestly, he doesn't have enough wood to go for another lumber camp even. So if he gets pushed away from here, okay, now he can go for one. It's going to be so bad. This is still pretty good though. Even if he can go for another lumber camp over the left hand side, there is another group of cavalry archers over here from Vinchester. So he's pushing down south. On the right, he's going to have enough cavalry archers over here to push villagers away from this wood eventually. And yeah, you know, Kasva's struggling right now. He's going for a scorpion because he couldn't afford the mangonel. And yeah, no extra TCs, no army. Indeed, Kasva's in a really rough spot, guys. And Buddy betting for Vinchester, certainly gonna be feeling too good right now because Kasva calls it GG, guys. He says good luck next, and Vinchester is going to be the one moving on to round 3 in the group stage to the decider matchup against one of the losers from one of the next series. So Kasva gets knocked out of the tournament over here. Not going out without a fight though. He played really well before, you know, before losing the first series, and he played really well this one as well. So props to him, man. But Vinchester, really good job. Let's go and take a look at the achievements before hopping back out. 2-0, 2-1 equal overall KD ratio for Vinchester. Very similar army counts. Economy on the other hand, we are going to have a much stronger economy for Vinchester, collecting about 2,100 extra resources. Faster uptimes through the ages as well, and a higher villager count in the end as well. So,